Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. Welcome to night 2 of 3 of our Halloweekend. I must admit that it's not Rafiq's finest hour out here. Normally, the big guns come out for the last stream, the last Sunday before Halloween, is how I normally do it. I did put a lot of work into the special Twitch Plays Costume Quest stream from last weekend that I didn't get as many people to come out for as I wanted, which is probably at least in part due to the fact that it got delayed from the advertised date because of a whole entire hurricane. Thanks, Milton. But, you know, we're having a good time, I think, despite the fact that this has been a really awful month at minimum for me. Like, I think that went well, and I enjoyed last night's stream in which we started Fran Bow. We'll be playing that again tonight and presumably tomorrow, unless I find some weird glitch that lets me finish the game hours shorter than it's like allegedly supposed to be doable. Normally when I'm trying to schedule something like the entire month of October for Halloween, I'll check like time to beat to get a sense of like an average expected time to beat a game. But I have not played this game before, which is why if you were here yesterday or if you watched the VOD from yesterday, you'll notice that it's a lot. So if somehow you're joining us here at part 2, which I would attribute to the fact that YouTube's algorithm seems to encourage people not to number or otherwise order videos, which I think is absolutely unhinged, but here we are. And so I've taken to trying to name things in a fashion that meets with that criteria to get some additional boost from the algorithm. But to summarize, Fran Bow is the spiritual sort of predecessor to Little Misfortune. That's a short narrative quasi-graphical adventure game that we played a couple years ago on Halloween on our big Sunday stream. That is much beloved around here. It's probably one of my favorite all-time narrative games, especially like short form. It's very memorable and charming and manages to accomplish every emotion humanly possible in the span of like, I don't know, what did we end up playing it for? Like 4.5 hours or something? Fran Bow is similar but different. It came out before Little Misfortune. I would say it is heavier in terms of subject matter and presentation, but it still sort of touches on the perspective of seeing the horrors of the world from a child's sort of innocent perspective and blending it with sort of like a dark Grimm's fairy tale kind of approach. It works really well, but it's hard to recommend it for all audiences because it is a little heavy. And if you are watching live on Twitch, you will see all of the content warnings I put up because this game is not messing around. Literally, the first cutscene of the game is sort of like, meet Fran Bow. She loves her parents. They got her a cat named Mr. Midnight. He is her best and only friend. Uh-oh, her parents got murdered by cultists, and now she's in an insane asylum. And that's like the start of the game. So to bring you up to speed, we did escape the insane asylum, and after a series of obstacles, we did eventually reunite with Mr. Midnight, our one and only friend and true companion and excellent cat. We don't know what will come next. I would guess that broadly speaking, our goal is to become reunited with our Aunt Grace. But if I had to posit a guess, I think that both our Aunt Grace and our parents were all members of a cult who killed Fran Bow's parents in service of some horrible end. That is my guess. So my theory is that we will spend the game trying to reunite with Aunt Grace, and it's supposed to be a happy ending, but we gradually see that it is horrible, like all things in this world and the world of Little Misfortune. That was pretty much the plot to the Alice Madness games. I have only the vaguest familiarity with those existing at all. Before we get started, I do want to touch on, you could probably see it in chat and you may see it in the background. We did add some new Squishmallows. My mom got me some new Halloween Squishmallows, which are technically from last year if you're like a real hardcore collector, but they're new to me. I got a little Vampire Mickey, and remind me to show you later, he has a very cute toothy smile. And Minnie the Witch, who's got a little cat clasp on her cloak, is very, very good. Yeah, I was pretty pleased with this. I pretty much always try to put the tiny pirate hat that Neko made somewhere visible in frame, and for some reason the stuff that was like easy to display, it just didn't feel like any of those were the right fit. I think it's partially because a lot of the Halloween like stuffed animals for the background are wearing some sort of head costume, so like it feels redundant or somehow excessive to put a tiny pirate hat on it. But I was like, well, I want to put something here, let's put a little hat on it. Could also be a hat. Okay, now hold on a second. Let's bring this up. This better be working still. Okay, good. Yesterday, randomly at like 70% of the way through the stream deck stopped responding. I think it like literally froze because like all the buttons were still visible. They just didn't function and they didn't give the normal like error response. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I've already done the full Fran Bow recap. It was short, but I don't know. It's kind of the nature of the game. So I think we should just play Fran Bow. So we left off at... This would be the one with the open cage. We need to get home, Kitty. I hope the way back isn't far. I hope so too, Fran. We can do this together. I can help you. So just... Oh, that's good. Just for context, if you are somehow just joining us, being mostly an adventure game, we have an inventory, and I think it's sort of reorganized itself because we've completed a task, and I think it's done that before when we've completed like a major task in the game. Somehow we still have green crayon, we have a bloody knife, baking soda, which is a weird one, a business card for an exterminator that's mostly faded, a box of matches, and this is the ritual we used to destroy the people who kidnapped Mr. Midnight. Interesting that we still have that. Perhaps a little troubling. But because it is a game by... I should know the name of the developer by now, but I'm just too tired to have researched that or to have thought of it before now. But we can do this. We have a pills button where we take our medication and then we go to a dark, horrible world, which in this case is a well that causes us to fall downstairs. But it's fine. Mr. Midnight is here with us now. The most obvious thing I think to try and do is to go out this window that a friendly-looking horror opened for us. Maybe the frog will say something new to us now that we have a cat companion, which is a cat companion. Neko says, it's hidden, but Tom Walker added a new video to the Fast Cars playlist. Oh, that's always exciting. The meta game. Why does it seem extremely loud out here? Hold on. The settings look like they're the same. Oh yeah, you can't move the slider. This is a weird thing I didn't point out, but I noticed trying to set up the game. These are configured like sliders, but you can't slide them. You can only use these like arrow keys. It's weird. I think it's just stupid loud here. That's fine. Hello, frog. I did it, Sir Toad. The girls are gone. That's perfect. Now I can leave this place and return to my family. I want to do that too, sir. I finally found my kitty. I just want to go home now and be with Aunt Grace. But how will you get out of here? There's no boat. Can you help us? You are a frog. I thought you could help us get out of here. I would love to help you, but I'm too tiny. Even though my body is quite malleable, it would be impossible to carry you both to the other side. Let me think about it. Don't leave us yet, please. Can I go back inside where I can hear myself think? It's actually still quite loud in here, too. Let's, you know what, just, like, maybe, why don't we just... I'm gonna turn it down a couple notches and see if that ruins anything. That seems like a more manageable level. I think maybe we should just leave it there. Let me know if it feels like things are too quiet or too loud. It didn't seem like it was a problem yesterday. I find there's something unsettling about him saying that his body is malleable, both just like in the abstract, like that's a weird thing to say about yourself, but also because it makes me think that the solution to this puzzle will be to hit the friendly frog with like a really big hammer until he's like squished, like small, like squat and flat enough that we can like ride him like a plank from the Titanic, or I guess a door or whatever. Also, we can examine this pile of ashes that was a pair of evil twins. Okay, he does not prompt us with, like, more suggestions or whatever. The solution is obvious. Cartoon steamroller. Yeah, I agree. Both in that is the solution and that it is obvious. But where would I find such a thing? In this house? Could the solution be more cakes? You know, in theory it could be, because if he ate more cakes, he'd have more mass. It'd be an interesting way to solve a puzzle in an adventure game. I actually do feel like, even though adventure games have existed for a long time, there are a lot of untapped ways of making a new adventure game that feels fresh and different. Just because, like, every adventure game is about its own internal logic, and about expressing to the player that logic well enough that a normal, average person could be expected to complete it without looking up a walkthrough. Yeah, I was thinking that too. We haven't used the baking soda for anything, but, like, I don't know that much about baking or cooking or whatever. So I've been at a loss for how to... This is really horrible. Can I go out this window? No. It occurred to me at some point after we ended the stream yesterday that we at some point got an owl feather that clearly could have been a solution to something, but I have no idea what. I feel like we didn't have it for very long. I keep wanting to... In other parts of the game, when you take the pills, you see an alternate version of the room you're in. They work a little different here. So, like, I keep being inclined to, like, double check that there aren't, like, secrets around, but it, like, doesn't work that way. Take this, Toad, it may help. I'm not a bakery bun. But you're slimy and soft like dough. You're right, it may work. Okay, now, I genuinely did have the same thought that we hadn't used that and it may be applicable. Somehow. But I was really unclear as to how it would work. And I must be honest with you that I didn't actually think when I clicked on that would just work straight up one-to-one, that I presented him with baking soda and then he was just like, you're right, I will now inflate as a big frog. It worked. I'm so big and I feel gorgeous. Man, I only feel one of those emotions and it's not the good one. Great, let's go. Come, Mr. Midnight. Sure, Fran. I only have one complaint. The giant toad is staring at me. He wants to help. Nick was like, you know, honestly, same thought process here. Guess this is how frogs grow. I mean, to be honest, I know that tadpoles become frogs, but, you know, I don't know, like, a lot about frogs. Alright, but if he tries anything, I'm going to scratch him. I'm sorry, someone from the Dominican Republic is calling me? Yeah, that gets to go to voicemail. I don't know what that's about. I am concerned, you know, it's funny, when a frog was offering to give us a ride, the whole scorpion frog thing did occur to me. We're playing it a little on the nose, perhaps, with this whole, like, I think the frog's gonna try and eat me, a cat. It's okay, but try not to hurt him too much while we're sitting on him. The water is deep, and I don't know what kind of creatures are in there. If we fall in the water, we could die. I promise I won't scratch the toad. Let's go. Hey, girl, before we go, I forgot to give you something. I saw you in this picture, so I thought it was yours. Oh, hey, we lost this in a cutscene, and now it belongs to us once again. And this book was with it, too. From Leon. Oh, Toad, you found my family photo. Thank you very much. I thought I lost it forever, but the book isn't mine. Well, take the book as a gift. It's always healthy to read. It has many pictures. Oh, thank you. I like pictures. Let's go now. Yes, here we go. Hold on tight. That is quite the picture there, is what that is. I like that he's pointing to this way to adventure, and everyone's like, oh, I'm having second thoughts about riding the large frog. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, jeez. Okay, I kind of thought if I clicked right, I would move right. But that's not how being on land works. We are error. I must point out that, why did I do that? That was clearly incorrect. Pardon? That was weird. I don't love that I can't just, like, choose where to position myself on this grass. I find that bothersome. Because, like, I'd love to just have gotten on this log at the left and then, like, had an ordinary day. But nah. Nah, evidently. And now it's gonna come back around, and I still won't be in position for it. Well, let's do this then. Nope. What? I don't think this is like a particularly good puzzle, because it looks like everything lines in like a certain timing that like I just don't have any control over, but like it's not deterministic in a way where like I will obviously always be able to do the thing. And also just the fact that I can't control myself on the starting point for like what appears to me to be no good reason. Wow, you can WASD the pointer? Why? Why can you do that? To what end? See, like... Oh, hang on. Oh, come on. I feel like I should get credit for that one. Not the other ones, I'm not, you know... This is not particularly fun. This is far from the worst minigame I've ever played in a thing, but like... I really don't enjoy this. It presents itself like it is like a skill-based challenge, but it's like kind of just random. Well, it gave me credit for that one, and not the one that I think actually should have worked, so whatever, I guess we'll call that a wash. Okay. Is there a deterministic way through these? Well, either way we did it. Here we are, jump off now. Let's go, kitty. Well, now it's time to go home. Hope you find your family soon, Sir Toad. Thank you, you too. Goodbye. Goodbye, and thank you for the ride. Fran, what should we do now? Find the way back home, kitty. Do you see the sky? It's a weird question. It's dawn, and really soon the scary things will disappear. Ah, I'm so hungry and sleepy, I want to go home now. Me too, kitty. We'll find the way. I'll do my best to help you, my dear. Let's go. Yeah, I guess it looks like it's getting brighter. Is it horrible here? It's not great. Oh dear, a baby skeleton. I guess they didn't make it in time. Good night and sweet dreams. Yikes, forever. Beautiful flowers. Can you tell me the way back home? No. Let's go left. Hmm. Wow, what a tree! It has many roots. They look like arms. I'd love to have a conversation with a tree someday. The pills might make that possible. Okay. Troubled by the lack of bridge coming up ahead. Sir, are you the curious insects that get stuck? They're sleeping. Maybe they're not stuck. I hope they have their hair comb. Cool, 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 cool. They got stuck again. Maybe, I don't know. Oh dear, this bridge looks pretty scary. Oh, friend, come on. We have to go home. There's no time to be afraid now. Yes, but I'm a bit afraid of heights. I can go first, all right? Then you follow me. All right, Kitty, you're so sweet. I'll be right behind you. Just don't take the... Okay, that's what we're doing? Okay, okay. Uh-huh, yes. Right. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Fred, wait. Ain't I a stinker? Oh, my dear, I can't hold on anymore. I don't want to die. You won't die, my friend. Come on, you can do it. Jump. All right, here I go. God, why are eyes bleeding? I got you. I'm Mr. Midnight, and I'm super good. Never mind, I dropped you. I'm Mr. Midnight, and I'm still good, but that unfortunately happened anyway. Don't be afraid, Fran. We always fall. We all fall down. And after the pain, we will always rise. Did Aunt Grace pick us up from a pit? Oh dear, Aunt Grace, don't ever leave me. Don't cry, my little girl. Your heart is pure, but your mind is tormented. You have to stay and walk your own path. Please, Aunt Grace, why won't you just take me out of here? Please? You're going to leave me all alone like Mother and Father did. I'm sorry, my dear Fran. Yet you will understand soon. See, that seems bad. That sounds bad. That looks bad. Aunt Grace, don't go. Please, please. Oh no. Fran, it's time for your new medicine. I don't think I like the thorny tendrils absorbing us into the blood river of our own creation. Uh-oh. Our clothes are strewn about. Oh, what happened? Where am I? Fran, where are you? These are Fran's stocking. Oh my god, my cursor is now a cat's paw. Oh no. Ah, what an ugly tree. I scratch you, evil thing. Kitty, stop it. What are you talking about? Fran, my darling, is that you? It can't be. What is it, my dear? Of course it's me. Who else would I be? Fran, you are a tree. The ultimate irony. You said you wanted to speak to a tree, but now you speak as a tree. Don't be silly. Help me get up. Wait just a second. Where are my hands? Why can't I move? I'm telling you, my dear, you've turned into a tree. What? But how? Oh, my dear, this is the end of the line. The big monster did this. I know it, Kitty. He won't let us go home. I hope he doesn't come back. He was very scary. He always comes back. I think I remember him from that night. The night Mom and Dad died. Kitty, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to go home. But you are a tree, my friend. A tree. Trees don't have rights or something. I can't carry you all the way back home. I forget if I, like, talked about it on stream. The day before Hurricane Milton, the cat that guards my house tried to pick up a really big tree branch in my backyard with its mouth. And it seemed really odd to me because it was, like, clearly too big for the cat to, like, move the branch. It could have gotten the branch in her mouth, but, like, it would have taken, like, all her force to, like, budge it. Like, it was a big branch. Like, big, long, like, probably more than twice as long as her entire body and kind of hefty. It was just sitting in the yard for a while. And for some reason, she spent, like, an hour, like, staring at it, and, like, opening her mouth really wide, and then, like, trying to get her mouth around it. No idea why she was doing that, but makes me think of that now that we have a cat who wants to move a big thing. It's like, maybe she was preparing for this, or something like this. Besides, I'm not sure where we are, so I don't know how to get home. Am I going to die, kitty? Tell me. Please don't say that, Fran. But I feel so weak. Hamka igni mi hala. Kolki kolki igrunma. Pasgu halani. Igni jolki venti. Be careful, sir. Why are you attacking me? Could you please tell me where I am, sir? Hala kulki hala. Stop it. I'll scratch you. I'm a cat. I can do it. Hala runna. Igni. What are they saying? Oh, my kitty, what is happening to us? Hala. Stop attacking me, please. I mean no harm. Hala igni vanti. Kitty, help me. Find my purse, please. Maybe I can do something about this. I'll see what I can do, Fran. Now I am a cat. One of Fran's shoes. Another one of Fran's shoes. An old vegetable sitting on a boat. You know, like you do. This got weird. This got really weird. Okay, this feels too easy. How's it gonna backfire? Something's gotta hold it. Okay. So if I could stretch it and then jam the gears, the bridge would stay in place to get the purse? Can I go back here? What a strange shape. What is it? Kind of feels like something out of Broken Age. Did you find the purse already? I mean, yes, but I can't. Okay, hold on. Can I have any of her belongings? I kind of need something, or I can't solve the puzzle, you see. I'll take this stone. It's shining. Oh, man. Nope, hold on. Hold, please. Where's my cursor on the other screen? Now, normally, the only thing that's been in this corner where my camera is the icon for the purse, so it hasn't really been a big deal to put the camera here. But I do need to demonstrate that right now, when I get an inventory item, it looks like this. It's very good. He just picked it up and put it, it's in his mouth now. It's very good. Depending on how long we stay in this position, we may need to move the camera, but for now I'm going to be lazy. I could do that even with a rock in his... Okay. I did it. For some reason I wanted to say I solved the crime instead of solved the puzzle. I got the purse only because I am the best. Yes. Is there a button to pet Mr. Midnight? Hold on, before we proceed. The purse. Very, very, very good. Very good. Very good cat. Okay, back to the game. I mean, he is the best after all. Can I... Oh no, I forgot a cat's one weakness, that it is illiterate to human languages. A mysterious book, I can't read it. You know, the last time we saw a black cat, it also couldn't read words. It was important that that was true. Could cat hold knife? I mean, probably. Sometimes things just don't work. I mean, in fairness, cat has claws and could kind of just solve a puzzle that way. Hi, hello. Fran, my darling, I got the purse. That's amazing. You're the best, Mr. Midnight. You only could have gotten it if you were the best. Now show this gentleman who is attacking me my family picture. Maybe he understands what a human is. I mean, even if he did, I'm not sure showing him the photo would make it clear to him that you were a human or that he should stop stabbing you with a stick because of that fact. Wana ni hauka. Run ma. Peskin old Tao. Huh? Where are you taking me, Sir Vegetable? They want to help you, Fran. I can feel it. I mean, I sure hope that's true. So far, this world has not necessarily been particularly friendly towards us, so I'm not like super confident about that. Huka ranma ipo. Don't be afraid, my friend. Kitty, stop them. Please, don't leave me. I'll be right here with you, even though I'm not in the boat. Galopma, galopma. Oh, okay, now I'm in the boat. And we're gone. And her clothes are gone? Okay, I hope that doesn't get weird later. I was also concerned that the clothes were not picked up. Vegetative state. Now, that seems like the way I would title something. Itmen bal menokaist bears yar ni haula aunum. Ushmau iptem goska emintan ulfriol. Gorska 0. Welcome, creature. My name is Ziar. Do you speak human? Oh my goodness, yes. Words I finally understand. My good friend Ride told me you showed him an illustration with 4 humans and a cat. I assume you are one of them, little girl. Please forgive my good friend if he scared you. We have never seen a human looking like a tree before. Oh, no, we have a tree face icon. Yeah, you know what? I'll let you explain, because I don't want to be the one to do it. I guess she likes the music. I do too. It's not quite harpsichord, I don't think, but it's very harpsichord reminiscent. I tend to like harpsichord sort of music. All of these words would make a good Star Trek audition tape. That's very true, Demolition. It definitely has like a Klingon or similar alien language vibe to it. Yes, let me explain it to you. Oh, no need to speak, my child. The seed will show me everything. Iptem monokaist ecto bro, ecto prote. Ah, my squeedly spooch. I think I was using that? Maybe not, I don't know. Let me see. You are good, no doubt in that. Seeker of the truth. Very common of Bow family tree. Ah, see what he did there, family tree? Ah, your name is Fran. You're the girl with the passion for life. I see great love toward the little creature standing next to you. A cat, protector of gates. Interesting. I have a cat who is protector of gates, assuming that there is a gate somewhere on my property. Why does everyone know me? Be quiet. I see something else. The seed doesn't hide anything. I see a world nobody should see. Nobody except for one. What do you mean? You mean the monster? You're not supposed to be here, Fran. That is the only thing I can tell you, my child. Can you help me? I understand, but can you help me? We can't let you leave now. It's too dangerous for us. You should never have been aware of our existence. There must be a way. Am I dead or something? Dead? What do you mean by this? You know, when you no longer exist? Besides, it's not normal to be a tree. I must be dead. That is nothing more than the absence of love. That is nothing more than the absence of love. It's not true in a literal sense, but it's an interesting thing to contemplate. Once you can't feel love, you die, even if your body still walks. I love this cat. I feel love for my kitty, so I can't be dead. Please help me. Little cat, come closer. Let me see you. What is your name? My name is Mr. Midnight. That is indeed a very pretty name. Do you think Fran should go back home? Yes, I do, sir. Show us the way back home, I implore you. Ah, I have a question. Are you king? Ha ha ha. You are hilarious. Yes, I am the king. King of Eastersta. What an honor, your highness. By the way, I like your leaves. They are pretty. Please help us. For like the 7th time, please actually do it, though. Why is this need to go home so great? The seed told me your story. You don't have much to go back to. There are many reasons, sir. For one, I don't like being a tree. But most important is my aunt. She will protect me. I want to feel like someone cares about me. I'm confused almost all the time. I want to be someplace where I feel at home, sir. I see. You are very brave. I just want to go home. For God's sake, please help me. I keep asking. There are things I cannot do, but I will help you. I will lead you to the door that will take you home, but it's up to you to walk through it. Really? Oh, thank you so much. And where is this door? And where are my feet? I might need them to walk through the door. We'll talk about that later. First things first, you must be able to walk, to talk and walk on this land. Yes, sir, that would be really great. I'm afraid I won't be able to bring your human body back. Only the great wizard can do that. But we'll talk more about him after the procedure. Okay, I don't love the ominous description of the procedure, especially after what we were through at the hospital. Nico says, love that you never wanted pets, Vasco, yet you have a cat house protector now. I mean, I feel like I was chosen by the cat to live here or something. But it's kind of complicated. Having an outdoor cat that I don't actually own means that I can enjoy the cat taking strange naps outside my window while I work, but also I don't have the responsibility of taking care of the cat. It's complicated. I don't like responsibility, and also I'm allergic to most things that are cute, but it just kind of hangs out outside my window and does cute stuff. You must first understand our language. How will I ever understand your language? Eat this fruit. It's very simple. I promise, it's not some gross thing I just coughed up. Just kidding. It's exactly that, but do it anyway. It'll be funny. Your ears and tongue will be able to understand, but not your eyes. That means you won't be able to read. Don't worry about that. I can always ask. Excuse me, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, I do, and you sound so kind. This is incredible. Did you understand, my kitty? I didn't. Your Highness, I demand one fruit for myself. You don't need the fruit, Mr. Midnight. Our land is based on fragrances and sound. You'll see everything as your own world very soon. No doubt about it. You'll do fine, kitty. And sir, do you know why I became a tree? Yes, but I don't think I'm the right one to give you answers. Now, it's time for the procedure. Are you afraid of heights? It depends. Well, it depends on the height. Why do you ask? Take her upstairs immediately. Where are you taking me? What are you doing to me? That's a weird beetle. I kind of like that he's got kind of just like a little like emoticon face on him with the little like dash line mouth. Oh, it's weird. to get some arms and legs. Everything will be fine. I'll be waiting for you, Fran. This is probably cool and normal. I love you very much. Kind of blurring the bad voices. I hope I didn't need those roots. Okay. Was that axolotl? Yeah, it kind of was. Good day. My name is Palintras, and I'll be your doctor today. Humbly at your service. Are you the emergency case? Wow, amazing. What a huge, beautiful, fluffy thing. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I've never seen anything like you before. I'm trying to understand that all of this is real. My name is Fran. I'm a human girl. Oh, that's right. What was that the thing she was saying last time? She said something weird along those lines of like, yeah, I'm Fran. I'm a person. The king sent me here to get some arms and legs so I can go home. If Poseidon were here, he could do it for me, but then I would have to gather foreign currencies for him, and I don't have the time for that because I'm trying to go home. Oh, a human. I think I could get you a pair of arms and legs. We'll have to travel a bit further in order to fix that. Are you ready to enter the paws of the beast? That doesn't sound great. One doesn't normally enter paws or hands or whatever. What beast? Me. I'm the beast. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you right up. Here we are at the pink lemonade fountain or something. Wow, this place is so beautiful and peaceful. I wish I could stay here forever. Thank you. This is my home. This is where I was born. Try not to think about how pink it is. It'd be a little upsetting. The spirit of the great Volok has created it. It has the purest water in the whole universe. Again, don't ask why it's the wrong color if it's so pure. You won't like the answer. Wow, that sounds amazing. I don't think Fran cares about the lore. I think she wants her arms and legs back. It is a little bothersome to me how much of the dialogue in this part of the game is her just being like, I swear to God, please help me. Just actually help me, though. When do I get my arms and legs back? Oh, right. We wait until the water purifies the curse. In the meantime, we can talk. Alright. So who is this Volocus? Haven't you heard about the 5 realities? He's the king of the first reality. A long time ago, he was at war with the darkness, and one day he fell. He fell so badly that all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him back together again. And thus he was left all alone. But he came to Ithursta, and his blood made the water pink. See, I told you didn't want to know why it was pink. It's not great. However, that is why it's so pure, and why it'll cure the curse, or probably just give you arms and legs or something. It's a very long story. Wow, that sounds grand. I mean, I didn't know about other realities. And how is it that you're here? What brought you to Ithursta? My kitty and I were on our way back home. I was so happy to see him and hug him again, but then we fell. The big monster that follows me did this. He broke the bridge and he wants me dead. Who would like to see you dead? That sounds terrible. I prefer not to talk about this. But Sir Doctor, do you know why I became a tree? Yes, sometimes our wishes are so strong they become true. See, you shouldn't have said that thing about wanting to talk to trees. This is really your own fault. My name's Dr. Victim Blaming. You did this in order to keep yourself alive. I guess you don't have a lot of imagination. There's probably a better way to do this. Think about it this way. Your human body was destroyed. Ain't that grand? However, you wanted to keep being Fran and stay alive. So you took on this empty shell to maintain your precious memories. Unfortunately, you weren't able to forget the pain you felt in several cutscene dreams. This is actually the first time I've seen a human using a tree as a chrysalis. You know, I'm actually not surprised to learn that. But it's dangerous to have you here. It makes our land vulnerable. I did this to myself? Wow. But Palantris, sir. How? I didn't know I was doing anything. You really don't know what you were doing? I see. Well, when you travel to Athirsta, you opened a door between your reality and ours. With this door open, unexpected creatures can also enter our reality. And if that happens, the balance will be tainted, like this water. Please don't think about it anymore. There's only one who wishes to poison the second reality. The monster, the terrible black. Ooh, sad face. I can't see this happening again. I just can't. Don't be sad, Doctor. I'm very sorry for what I did. I didn't mean to do it. Ah, little girl, you're so nice, and you don't have anything to be sorry for. I think you're very special. But let's concentrate on your arms and legs, right? We will also need some of those foreign currencies you mentioned earlier, in an allusion to the game AI the Somnium Files. Yes, Doctor. Soldier of the Sun, Spirit of the Water, Master of the House, Keeper of... I don't actually remember the... What's that song? From... That's Les Mis, isn't it? I think that's Les Mis. Give Fran her arms and legs. How do you feel, Fran from Athirsta? Wow, I feel like a beautiful tree. I have leaves. I'm glad you like it. I told you we'd fix it. The water is magical. It can fix anything. Anything? Do you think it could fix my mommy and daddy? What do you mean, fix them? What's wrong with them? Nothing, Doctor. I don't think murder counts. Thank you very much for giving me hair and stuff. You're the best doctor I ever had. I've only had two and the other one was extremely bad, but still, you're fluffy and beautiful, which he also wasn't. I had another doctor before named Dr. Dern, but he sucked. An old man. I bet he wasn't that bad, because my judgment is terrible. Maybe he was following the rules that he was supposed to be terrible. Let's go. I'll leave you at the station. Yoink! Here we are again. Shows Yar the king. What a nice Itherstanes you've become. Thank you again, Doctor. You'll have to meet my kitty someday. That will be lovely. I'll see you soon. You fluffy kitty. Do you like that? Ha 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 ha. Here I am. Fran, my dear, you've got leaves on your head. How pretty. I'm not comfortable with how comfortable everyone is about this. Oh, let me see. What a great Itherstanes you've become. I don't know, that word is really hard to wrap my head around. Thank you, King Sir. The doctor's incredible. He made magic with the water. But he was sad. He told me many things I didn't quite understand. Don't worry. Palantras will be fine. I know the reasons. We have some problems to solve, but that's nothing you should worry about. Let's talk about how you can get home, alright? Yes, please. You said something about a great wizard. Yes, the great wizard is the only one who can bring your human body back. He has the stones to open the door that'll lead you home. He has the stones to do it, huh? Well, I guess someone had to, or else it wasn't going to get done. Neko says that Fran is living her dreams. Do you wish to elaborate on that? You want to be a tree with pretty hair leaves? I'm not sure I would choose that for myself, to be honest. Wait, does she have arms? In this particular frame, it kind of just looks like she has legs, which is weird. Anyway, bro's got the stones. Where's the wizard? What stones? This land is full of things I don't understand. Haha, you haven't even been outside the castle and you already want to know everything. It's almost as though, like, your whole life matters or whatever. That's the passion I was talking about. Have patience, Fran. The great wizard lives upon the great Mount Kotram. but we haven't seen him for a while. We think he may be eaten by Gru. Find him and everything will be A-okay. Why haven't you tried to find the Great Wizard yourself? Well, we don't need to. Very logical. You see, we don't need wizard to perform magic or prepare potions. We do that ourselves. We're very self-sufficient. The wizard's most important task is to protect the stones that open the door. I see, so the stones are like keys. And where is this mountain you mentioned? You'll have to ask around and follow the signs. I have to go now, but I'll be back in time to help you with the door. Have a great Thursday day, and good luck finding the Great Wizard. Whee! Did you see that huge fluffy creature, Kitty? That's Palantris. He gave me legs, so that I could find a wizard who has the stones to open a door. I'm increasingly uncomfortable with the terminology. Yes, it's certainly very fluffy. Oh, I forgot. Here's your purse. Yoink. Thank you, Kitty. Did you see my pills anywhere? I don't think so. Maybe they're on the other side of the lake next to your clothes. Well, we have other things to do, and also we're in a separate reality or something. We have to find the wizard. Yes, the king said something about a mountain, too. Yes, Mount Coatram. The Great Wizard lives there. Let's go. So I would just like to point out briefly that this is a completely different game than we were playing last time. I should say, it was like an awful lot of cutscene. What's wrong with the stones? I mean, saying that someone has the stones to do something is usually like a euphemism about having courage that refers to the male anatomy in a particular way. So, like, the word choice of, like, the wizard has the stones to open the door just implies things in a peculiar way. I'm just gonna... The king left, so long live the king. It's me. I'm the king. I wonder why the king's always sitting down. Maybe that's the only truth. To be a king, you must be seated. That's one way to look at it. I love the paper swirls. These ones are huge. I wonder why they have them. So, what do I still have? Knife, matchbook, the journal I hadn't had a chance to look at, crayon, photo, business card. Did I have anything else that got lost in the transition? This is most or all of the things I had, but I feel like I might have had something else. Okay. I found myself hunting the truth but finding the unexpected. I found what my senses couldn't show me. I found the truth that relays silently in the unknown. Leon Castillo, one of the 1,000. We saw masks like these come out of the clockwork puzzle that we solved at the end of the last stream. July 11th, 1908, so this is like 36 years before now. My name is Leon, currently 92 years old and living alone in a little house far away from the city. I have to admit I was never fond of jewelry, houses, or clothing. That's a weird list. Since childhood, I always liked talking to animals, plants, and insects, and even though I never got a response, I never quit. Separate note. If you are reading this, maybe it's because you are looking for answers. Maybe you can see things that others can't, pills or something. You can listen to the silence and become one with everything. And then a self-portrait of Leon with his eyes bleeding. Mr. Leon is old, and he seems sad. Oh, gross. December 17th, 1875. December 17th was one of the dates on the combination to get through the yellow door to escape the mental hospital, right? I think that's right. Is that a coincidence? Feels odd if it is. 1875. That's even longer ago. I can't stop it. I can't control it. I see the black shadows everywhere. The blood, the messages, the screaming, the pain. I can't figure out why this is happening. Yep, sounds like he's taking the same pills. Cry because it hurts. And then a drawing of, what's his name? Itward. December 19th, 1875. I had a vision. I'm still breathing fear. I feel at war with my own mind. One of the shadows came down from the sky. I thought it was an angel. Its name is Remor, Prince of Darkness from the Fifth Reality. He talked to me, played with me, showed me all the terrors. It told me that I was the key to its existence. Separate note. Inside my head, the stone of wisdom. Inside my head. So is this guy the wizard then? Does he have the stones to open the door? January 13th, 1876. I can see myself around. The other me. Tell me lies. Talks about all the pain and suffering in my life. The other me. Wants me to commit suicide. He smiles while pronouncing the words kill yourself. And I have tried, hypnotized by his words, but there's always something saving me in the end. Must be the love to live. January 15th, 1876. I meet a shadow. For the first time it talked to me. Kamalas. Their race is called... Oh, Kamalas. I thought it just seemed the way it was written. I thought it was like Remlor or Itword or whatever. Their race is called Kamalas. They hunt weakness and pain. I asked it about the possession of human bodies, and it said, separate blurb, we are born and feed from fear and the uncontrolled illness of the human mind. We are invisible to them, but our existence grabs every single living cell of the body until the end. Gross, horrible, hate it. After that, it started raining, and it walked away from me, leaving a black, oily path after it. I believe water may purify them. January 16th, 1876. After seeing the Kamalas reacting to water, I thought of trying a little experiment. Last night I encountered something amazing. The Kamalas transform into a new kind of creature when exposed to water. The metamorphosis was painful to watch. After the terrible screaming, the Kamalas calmed down and started to cry on the ground. It felt like the pain was disappearing after a few minutes. A bright and peaceful being was rising in front of me. It's like the nice glowing lady that seemed to want to help us. It felt like the bright creature could read my thoughts. I thank you for waking me up. I was suffering. I must go where I belong. Thirsta awaits. All Velokas must go there after waking up. If you wish to see the light, come with me. You have the key, it said. I didn't answer, and after a while it faded away. Velokas key. February 2nd, 1876. Groundhog's Day. I'll have to read this entry multiple times. I was reading my writings to see if I'm missing something. I recall Remor from the fifth reality. If there is a fifth reality, there must be at least 4 more. Or it's like that weird prank where you like set 3 pigs loose and label them like 1, 2, and 4. I was thinking that Thirsta may not be a city in this world, but a reality by itself. I wish all answers came to me. It would be convenient if they did, right? I deeply regret the fact that I didn't accept the Veloka's invitation. Since I saw the Velokas, I keep seeing the diagram spinning in my head. A single sentence. Time is the rhythm of your perception. That sounds like the lyrics to like a 90s house song. Like a companion piece to Rhythm as a Dancer. March 13th, 1876. I got a visit from my son Brian. I told him about the things I've seen. I don't think that's going to go over well. He didn't want it to hear and left. Don't worry, I won't. I don't blame him. I don't. I understand that the reality presented before my eyes is invisible to most of people. I don't think we did as careful a translation pass on these pages as most of the rest of the game. I wish I could find a friend just like me, because my son, he thinks I'm insane. July 25th, 1876. My body and mind are beginning to understand the pattern. Life becomes quite easy to control when you cut all social laws and only apply our reality laws, because they're not only laws but also behaviors. Chemical behaviors, natural laws. Without behaviors, without those laws, we wouldn't exist. Being a rock, I am without movement. Sometimes I wish to be a leaf on the ground, calm, while dying. I mean, it probably beats being a leaf on the wind if you've seen the film Serenity, the follow-up to the TV show Firefly. November 11th, 1876. Last night after the storm, a huge creature visited my garden for a few seconds and then disappeared. I found a strange bottle with a pink liquid inside in the same spot the creature landed. I can't fully understand the contents of the bottle. I have found red blood cells in it and bacteria not yet recognized. The bacteria seems to get rid of unusual behaviors in any kind of living creature. I poured some of the pink liquid on a dying plant and it bloomed after a few minutes. I cut my finger to test the liquid with human tissue and it cured it after a few seconds. The bacteria may work as platelets and white blood cells, but at a very high speed. Oh, cool, I have a little sample. I don't know if that's important. Can I add that to my copybook? Oh, what creature could that be? November 22nd, 1876. I dream of thousands of black cats surrounding my house. Big yellow eyes staring at my sleep. It reminds me of one of my favorite obscure Brian Regan bits. He's a stand-up comedian who basically does like a little sketch, like a one-man sketch of like, how does one discover 100,000 gorillas? Like they talk about when like researchers went into like the Congo or whatever. And it's just like some guy like running back to camp and being like, guys, I just came from over that hill, that one, and I went to the top and I looked over and I saw 100,000 gorillas just all on the other side of that hill. A lot of pages got torn out. Yeah, I'm sure they weren't important. All the cats are on this page. Beings in Athirsta are varied, from roots to giant insects. Roots are the first in this reality. Insects came later. I learned their languages in numerology. Goodness gracious, a whole entire alphabet. The Great Velokas is the beginning of the first reality. Primeve. Is that a word? I've only ever heard primeval. Is like primeve a thing? What even form of the word is that? It's the language game all over again. Chants of Sonar? But like we have the meanings of the words. No, that's not true. We have the way to pronounce them. Velokus shield. The Velokus body structure is quite different from ours. They're made of photons and sound waves. They're also both male and female. When the younger reach age 299,792,459, they are crowned with the shield. That's cool. That's fun for them. Happens, those letters, they sound funny. Ahi, fa, si, the, ej, afi, hi, ax, e, higi. That's not pronounceable with the human tongue. Although I do think these are like phonemes that they were using in the words I didn't understand. Quinceanera. Yeah, I mean, you get a twofer, right? And you also probably get like a bar and a bat mitzvah. I mean, if you live that long, you probably get like all the coming of age rituals, right? Surely. Ziar. Creation of the great Valakas. Valakas. King of Athirsta. Second reality. Life. February 13th, 1877. Being in Athirsta feels like becoming what you can't understand on Earth. It's where leaves sing while falling off the tree, and the water whispers its wisdom while you drink it. Pandora. Creation of the 5 realms of essential existence. 5 realms of essential existence. Free. Free. Resides in the human world. Third reality. Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. Consciousness. Practice of will. It's weird that like reality is focused on 3 planets within one universe? That's an odd idea. Center City. The end of vibration. When both ends of opposites are the same degree. Resides in 3rd and 4th reality, death. Okay. I think I largely grasped that. Mabuka is the end of light. It looks not friendly. March 20... I'm sorry, does that say 23rd? That's 23 followed by TH, right? 23rd? March 23rd, 1877. Mother Mabuka is letting me go. I've spent 15 days here in Mabuka's den and I'm tired. Oh, no. We saw these tendrils. That's what... We had to become a tree to avoid this from happening. I don't need to hide from pain anymore because it's part of me. I feel like love is everywhere and in everything. I enjoy crying. I enjoy laughing. I enjoy being alive. If dark things from the dark are so dark, how do they find each other? Great observation, Fran. Don't know how to answer that. No date recorded. Well, I mean, what tops 23rd? I'm getting ready for the journey back home. Mabuka sent me to the endless limits of Mabuka's den, and I'm waiting for the Luciferns. I had to become friends with them, or to be more precise, become one of them. Lucifern gather in filaments. That's why they look like they are growing hair, and the big face is mostly for communication purposes and to scare predators. I hope my body can survive the journey. There's a lot of pages in this. Like, Myst has less reading than this. That's not true, but like it's way closer to Myst than I would have guessed. October 2nd, 1878. Gravity collects particles to create new ones. It's a creative force, and with creativity, evolution is inevitable. What's this? The drawing to the left looks like an antenna. Yeah, sort of, I guess. And then, I don't know, somebody ripped out the rest of the pages. Are these colorful sleepy cakes? Alright, well that was a lot of backstory. No, you can't go in. It's closed. What's beyond the passage? Now the library, of course, but it's closed. Come back in fall or winter when it's open. Hey, aren't you the talking tree I took to see Palantris? That's me! Palantris gave me arms and legs. Yes, and also a head. Very positive. Yes, but why is the library closed? Well, that's logical. As the sun goes around, the second moon of the thirst we open. Only then will the real knowledge be learned. And that only happens in the fall and winter. Ah. So you don't learn anything while it's summer or spring? Of course we learn. We're learning all the time. I'm learning now that you like to ask many questions. I am curious, and my companion is a cat. Everything looks so different here in Thirsta. I guess you're not from around here then. Hope to see you soon. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Left. Wow, this is a bit scary, but it's beautiful. The sign looks like a tree. Oh. Oh, that's right. We can't read. We are illiterate like a cat. I mean... The thing is, even if we spent the incredible amount of time required to translate this into the phonemes in our book, it wouldn't be English, right? Like, that's not how this works. It would just tell us how to sound out the words that canonically Fran could understand to hear, but not to read. So I don't actually think there's much point in doing that, as much as I'm weirdly tempted to do it. I can always ask. Hello, sir. What are you doing? Just standing here. You see? Do you know where Mount Kotram is? Yes. Where is it? Yes. Tell me, please? Mount Kotram is only in wintertime. Wintertime? What are you talking about? Of course, wintertime. What do you think? I can't wait for winter. You don't wait for it, you go there. What? I'm no good at explaining things. Go down the stairs and then straight. You'll find a clockmaker who can explain better. He tried with me before. Sorry, there's probably gotta be a lot of, like, inconsistent, vague voice acting, because there's just, like, way too many characters. Like, I'm not at 100%, and this is just, like, a lot of characters. Like, if it's a few characters, I could try and, like, consistently do, like, a more relevant voice, but it's just like, and here's another guard with 3 lines of dialogue. It's like, whatever comes to mind, that's just their voice. The flag is waving very hard. Hello to you! I don't see no clockmaker. It's sort of a map. A boat! think that's the castle. So we are here. That kind of tracks, I guess. I don't see any place where I'd expect a clockmaker to be, so I guess I'll just go left. Oh, hang on. There was a... Okay. You know what? I'll come back here in a second. There's a signpost. Oh, wait. I can't read it. Nope, it's pictographs. So this takes us to the tree, which is the castle, and the book, which is the library. Here is a mountain with a tree on it. And I'm guessing the waves are like a river, or maybe just a body of water in general, although that's also kind of here where we're at. So like mountain and trees, that's where the mountain is, so maybe that's winter, and then here is like a shop or something. The market, sure. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is like a lot of game. This is like a lot of game. A shockingly large quantity of game. It's supposed to be 10 hours? A lot of wood. Maybe it'll become a boat someday. Looks like a spider with many legs. I'm gonna try going to the mountain first before I commit to talking to like 9 more characters. I'm sure the mountain will be like, you can't do this. Go figure out the shop. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at this thing. That's a cool tree clock. Where are the numbers? Good question. Reasonable question. It sounds like something broke. Well, it's fine. I did a gear puzzle once. I'm sure we could fix it. It has symbols and colors, but it doesn't seem to show the time. Guess time works differently here. So this takes us to boat. Yeah, a little dock. Okay. I don't know what's with these, like, retractable piers or whatever. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything to do here now. God, I feel like I just, like, started King's Quest 6. King's Quest 6, just you, like, land on a beach somewhere, and then just, like, a whole lot of weird stuff is, like, everywhere in every direction. It feels like this. I don't need to climb that ladder. No, like, talk to this guy. Hello. Good day, living creature. How good? I feel a lot. Good, I don't know. I feel a lot of things. Feelings, they're beautiful. Just like this flower. Waiting for someone? I'm waiting for the lemons to grow. Do you like lemons? I don't have the option to say yes, which is something. You're a bit sour for my taste, but lemonade is yummy. Lemonade is what I'll do with the lemons. For the customers at the bar, you know. You put some other stuff inside, too, so we can fly. That's cool. I would like to try that. It sounds great. Yeah, that's why. Wait, you can't rush it. Bar opens in fall, and every awesome dancer will perform. You should come and hang out. Maybe I will. So, the way we're talking about seasons, and the way this clock looks, like, seasons are like a time of day, and we're currently in spring, I guess? But it implied that the clock was broken. Is this a tree hitbox? No, it isn't. Okay. Why would I look at the sign? It's just gonna be weird letters. Log? A sleepy tree. Good night. This flower looks like it's waiting to bloom. Must be Mount Cotram. Is it a cave? Oh no, it's like kind of like a sealed off cave, huh? It'll probably open later. It's a weird, unsettling noise. Creaking noises just seem worse up high, don't they? I'm really troubled by the fact that our knife is still bloody. Like, I get it, but, like, there's something not great about it. was expecting such a lovely place after the entirety of last stream. I mean, it's like I said, it's basically a completely different game in every possible way. It's kind of jarring almost. It also kind of looks like a carving or something. Mountaintop is very high because it's the top. I can't argue that. I can't do it. I wonder what a talking mountain would sound like. You know, we'll probably figure it out at some point. You told me we have to find Mount Kotram and the Great Wizard. Yeah, I mean, that's still true, but I think we're here, and I don't see a wizard. Oh, is it just strawberry jam, Neko? It does get everywhere. It doesn't help that kids have, like, sticky jam hands. Like, even if they're not eating jam, they just somehow have jam on their hands, and they just make everything sticky by touching them. No, I already looked at that. I don't love the lack of immediate purpose. I guess I have to find the clockmaker who will probably, like, tell me his life story and then we'll fix it. Alright, clothes merchant. You, interested in fabric and thread? I have some. Why do you use fabric? You're all naked. Whatever you need it for. You have thread for making other stuff. I have to go. I'll never talk to you again. What do you have here? Hello? Who's there? Who? Can you not see me? Oh, I see a little. You have 4 eyes. Wow. What you selling? I don't have 4 eyes. What are you selling? Only the very best plobus of the entire land. Do you want to smell it? They look like coconuts. It's poo, miss. Poo that I collect. They're not coconuts. They're poo. Poo like in the toilet? I thought it was really bad to eat poo. Bad? Why? It's very yummy. We love the poo. Makes everything grow and shine. I have to get going. I'm definitely not eating your plobus. Oh, look at this little guy with this little toy ladybug. It's so good. Oh no, she's got like pigtails, this little girl. Oh, it's very good. Oh, I accidentally talked to the poo merchant because I was trying to talk to the little girl with the fun toy. And you? Hello, I'm Fran. Good day, I'm Pruta, and I'm molding this piece of iron. Why? I have to deliver clock pieces to the clockmaker. You make all kinds of stuff? Sure, if you have some ideas, we could talk about them, and padam! I'll do it for you. That's the name of a Kylie Minogue song now, from, like, this summer. It's very good to know, thank you, sir. Well, I have to keep working, but if you need my services, you know where I am. Yeah, I'm sure I need that guy. Can I have clothes? There's a lot of fabric in the box. Suppose this guy's my guy, huh? Hello, what are you doing? I'm working on my clock. I'm off to see the wizard. Sir, do you know where I can find the Great Wizard? No, miss, I make clocks. I fix clocks. I listen to clocks, tick-tock clocks. Do you know where Mount Kotram is? Mount Kotram only exists in wintertime, otherwise it's regular mountain. But I can't wait for winter. The king said that the wizard would be on Mount Kotram. You don't need to wait for winter to come. That's absurd. Time is an infinitely layered reality. Foolish girl. Oh, a layered reality. That's great. What, though? Go to Big Clock and change the season. Just change it. Where's the clock or what clock? There's one of those classic Pokemon dialogue dilemmas where the choice matters not. Oh yeah, there's definitely a cat licking his butthole anime. When we started the game, it was like literally the first thing that loaded up, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's happening now. Good go to the castle, turn left when you see the stairs. There you will find the clock. Good luck. But I already saw that clock and it was broken. A broken clock? What a disgrace, poor clock. You have to help me, please fix it. I never fix a clock for nothing, or my life's time goes to waste. I am a girl with a crayon. I have nothing to give you. I charge 1 big gold coin per clock. Time is gold, you know. Any leads on where to find those? No clock will ever be fixed without gold. How do I get coin? There's a snail who loves to give gold away. Talk to him. I never tried without biting. Ask Mr. Ow. Alright, I don't remember seeing a snail. Oh, this guy. I have to beat him at a game of snail chess. Good day, young one. What are you doing? There is a war about to start, and I can't see any meaning in its meaninglessness. Huh? Join me, young one. You'll be rewarded with a gold coin if you come back alive. Join you? The game is about to begin. You are the Kamalas, and I am the Valakas. Black and white. As shadows and light. You ever watch Lost? It's a little bit like backgammon in Lost. Kind of heavy-handed and also meaningless. It's a board game? Yes, a board game. Let's immerse ourselves in this adventure. You against me. I'll give you a coin if you win. What are the rules? First to place 3 of the same figures in a diagonal, horizontal, or vertical line wins. We toss the machinery and see who begins. Are you in? Sure, it sounds like a game we used to play at school called tic-tac-toe. But why would you just give me gold if I win? Time is gold, and I'm very old. Been around a long time, and thus accumulated much gold. I just want to have a good time. This snail is very relatable to me. Actually, the snail ranks really highly as, like, a favorite character in this game so far. He's like, listen, I'm old and I have money and I want someone to play board games with me. I'll literally just pay you to play games with me. Hi guys, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. The tone of this game changed dramatically from yesterday, if you caught any of that. My brain is not functioning enough to recall how much of that you saw. I think you were here for some of it. We're going first. The middle. Corner. This. I win. I got a gold. I got a gold. Well, you never know when you might need a second gold. They go very excited about that victory. Thank you, thank you. I won the game. Now I'm on defense. It's basically not possible to win. So the thing that blocks them most is this. That was very clever. Good for you. Yes, I'm good at this. Thank you for the coin. It's very shiny. Use gold coins on Clockmaker. Here, sir, your gold coin. What's that? I haven't fixed any of your clocks. Well, then do it. I thought you wanted a coin to fix the clock. Yes, but you have to offer me the job first. Okay, would you be the repairman that you want to see in the world? I ask you to be the clock repairman in return for this coin. Oh, I said I had no passion. I almost fell asleep. As workers, we need motivation. I'm sorry, sir. I'm tired. I've been through some really bad times. Wow, also extremely relatable. Very, very relatable. Would you like to talk about it? We could someday. I would, in the short term, prefer for you to fix the clock. I don't want to see that sad face. Let's go fix the clock. Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's go. Oh, he's like a little tree crab man. Look at that. Let's follow him. You're right. The clock is broken. You can fix it, right? Of course. Just a second. Okay, little all over the place. Yeah, so there. What is it? It seems somebody was playing a dirty game around this clock. What do you mean? I mean, somebody broke it. It's immoral breaking a defenseless clock. Ugh. Why would someone break it? Come on, Buzz. Winter, Mount Cothram, the Stones. Many reasons. What are you talking about? Kamalas, the evil darkness, they work for Remor, the terrible black. The Kamalas are the only ones allowed into this island, the only evil we have around here. It wouldn't surprise me. Remor wants the stones, but what I don't understand is, for what purpose? The stones are meaningless to him and his kingdom. And the stones are in winter time. Is Remor a giant black monster with a goat mask? Like a dead goat mask? Like a goat skull? Yes, you know him? Yes, I think it's because of him I'm in this land. I'm a human, you know, despite my appearance, as I am now a tree with leaf hair. No, human. Now I understand. I also need the stones. They're my way back home. I hope it's not too late. Ah, that is why you need to go into wintertime in Mount Cothram. Yes, exactly. I have to go talk to the Great Wizard and borrow the stones. Well, it's fixed now. I'll give you something that'll make it easy for you. Here. Is this a little magical season? Oh, it's like our pills, right? It's a remote control for the clock. You'll be able to travel into all 4 seasons with just a quick turn. And you'll be able to visit all 4 seasons landscaping. But it's just a prototype, so it may not work at a certain distance. And remember, time is an infinitely layered reality, so be careful. I'll be careful. Thank you very much, nice clockmaker guy. That sounds like Luffy dialogue from One Piece. Please call me Cogwine. Ooh, Cogwine's a great name. I like that a lot. All right, Mr. Cogwine. I'm Fran, by the way. I'm a person. See you soon. Nice Bunny says, I sent my mom Christmas spy on my niece, and she found out that she would perform games for 2 players. I checked indie games, and they had a game called Bag of Butts. Have you played Bag of Butts, Ice Bunny? Is it a good 2-player game? Remember, landscaping, not the hotel where the address was given. Yes, yes. 4 seasons landscaping, very important. Okay, well, I guess we should go to the mountain. God, I feel like we're gonna be here for like an insanely long time. I have no idea how we're supposed to finish this game by tomorrow. This seemed like the place I wanted to go. Okay. Why do I keep clicking on written things? Are you the Great Wizard, sir? I need your help. I'm Fran, and I need your help. Is this Mount Cothram? Are you able to talk? You have many questions. That's good. The king said you'd help. What the king says, we do. I've heard that you have the stones to open the gate or something. Great Wizard, sir, please, I need the stones. The stones are missing, and I don't remember where they are. Every time they seek, I hide. Every time I hide, I forget, so they can't be found. I'll help you find them. I just want to know the biggest answer of them all. How does the rabbit do it? I saw it once. A human did it. The rabbit came from an empty hat. How? This is the greatest question of them all. Oh no! This is how Lidsville starts! You don't... If Lidsville is an entire reality in this game, I quit life. We're just done. All of it's over. Because if nothing exists, then nothing exists. But if the nothing exists, then there is no nothing. I ask again, how? You could ask the nameless magician who was performing a magic show at a Six Flags theme park before Mark wandered into his dressing room and fell into the hat that grew enormous when he observed it, and then he ended up in the world of Lidsville, the world of living hats, by Sid and Marty Krofft. Sir, why don't you ask the person who did it? Oh, I have a visitor. Good day. What brings you to the Great Wizard? That means me, just so you know. I feel like we just talked about this. The king sent me for the stones. Ah, the stones. It's been a long time since someone came around asking for them. I made the most fantastic spell of all, so nobody could find them. You know, the Black Shadows, the Kamalas, they try to steal them all the time, so I have to be sure. I need them to go home. There's a lot of, like, talking in circles in this Thera or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that. The king told me the stones would open a door to go home. The stones are hiding. I only remember the 4 riddles that are connected to the stones. 4 riddles that will unlock my memory. Only when all 4 riddles are answered correctly will I be able to tell you where to find 5 items. That's a lot of plot coupons, my brother. These items are the stones in their layered reality. Then the only one who can bring them back is me. That's... You know what? Tell me riddles. It is a lot of information, but simply tell me riddles. I see. Well, tell me riddles. There's no time to lose. Let me show you. Kamehameha. This is the Star of Ithursta. I'm Kabeh, the greatest guide of the sky, the greatest caretaker of this land. Riddles, please? I'll give you the 4 riddles written down in the language of everything. The answer is always 1 item. Place the items on the Star of Ithursta on their respective symbols. After that, I'll be able to tell you where the stones are. Okay, luckily he somehow translated this. Oh no, that's true. They indicated that there's basically a common language. I was gonna say, like, conveniently, despite the fact that they have a written language that has canonically made no sense to us, he translated it to English. But I assume this is just like the language that everyone understands. Everything. 2 is probably lemonade. Shiny as the sun, but never burn you. Perhaps a sour smell. Oh yeah, that's super lemonade. I'm cold as I am, but if you use me, I'll be burning hard. Gross? Flow, flow, cold-blooded sun, let your body dance through the rising stream. Is lizard water something? Light and hollow, I'm the freedom of birds and the pen of men. That's bones. The last one's bones. Oh no. Feathers probably, yeah, like quill as pen. I was thinking that, like, birds are light enough to fly because they have hollow bones. But, like, feather makes sense because you actually write with it. Ice Bunny says she has not played Bag of Butts, but saw how to play on YouTube and it looked fun. It's nice to have games that have an easy-to-get mechanic and don't take longer than 30 minutes. Definitely. Thank you very much, Sir Wizard. The king told me that you could make me human again. Did he? I think that's true. Barely remember how to do it, though. You don't remember? But I can't go home as a tree. I understand, but I can't help you right now. I have to recover some of my knowledge. Perhaps we can make you human again after you find the first stone. That would be incredible. Both incredible and great. Just try to figure out the riddles, and it'll be cool. So, do I need something special to become human? I think smell is very important if I remember correctly. Bring me your clothes and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll bring you my clothes later. Don't love that. Genuinely don't know that I love the fact that the Grand Wizard wants to smell the clothes of a little girl. I know it's not meant that way, but when you say it out loud, it sounds super bad. Coal. I used to draw on the driveway with coal. It's also used burning. It's also used to burning. I mean, if one of the riddles is meant, if the hot riddle is meant to be coal, the game doesn't immediately like it. What if I, like, light it on fire to demonstrate this property? No? Okay. Well, we'll come back to it later. Is there anything important on the top of this mountain? Thanks, I hate it. Kitty, did you see that? Yes, my dear, I saw it. What was it? I think it's the shadows. Oh dear, I don't want to see them again. Again? Yes, Kitty, they were all over the place in the hospital. I want to go home. We'll go home soon, my dear. Kitty, can you make me a promise that whatever happens, you and I will always be on the same side? Of course, my dear, I promise. Great, now we have to keep going. Okay, now just, I feel like this might be like a person. I guess it's a winter person? I wonder what a talking mountain would sound like. I'll just try talking to him in all seasons. No, he doesn't have a talk box. It's weird. He has like a talk icon in winter, but I can't talk to him. Oh yeah, maybe he's like a Frosty the Snowman, and if we give him coal eyes, he'll come to life and say happy birthday. Wow, the market really shuts down in winter. Yeah, I was really concerned that Palatris was the horrible shadow we saw. Or Palantris, sure, whatever. Listen, the names are hard. Give me a break. Palantris, sir? Wait, don't go! Oh no, he looked really bad, Kitty. Wasn't that the doctor? Maybe he can cure himself. I hope so, Kitty. He was so hurt he lost his feather. It's mine now. It belongs to me. Hey, that's an item. How's this gonna work? Do I have to, like, combine feather with riddles? Maybe I can just... I have to answer the riddles and place my answer on the symbol right of the star. Oh, I see. So I need to specifically put it on 3 dots and a line? No, that's not listed on the ground. So I just need to know that 3 dots and a line is the left one. Don't... The hitboxes I feel like are too small for this to work the way I think it wants this to work. I don't know the logic of this system yet. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to click it first and know that it will... I see. That was not clear to me. This makes more sense, but it just wasn't clear. So... we got a feather, that's the last one. Flow, cold-blooded sun. Not sky sun, the other kind. Don't talk to me or my cold-blooded sun ever again. Let your body dance through the rising stream. Yeah, it could just be like salmon or something. Like fish are cold-blooded, right? Feels like a thing I should know, but I don't. But like, yeah, just like a cold-blooded thing that swims. So maybe like a sea lizard or a fish or something like that. Shiny as the sun, never burn you, sour smile, I'll get you. Yeah, it definitely sounds like lemonade. So we gotta do a whole lemonade quest. As cold as I... So, let's think of this puzzle like... we got the feather in winter. So, since there's 4 of them... ultimately, one probably comes from each season, right? Yeah, so autumn is lemonade, so we can go back to... we can go to the ladder in autumn. We might as well turn it to autumn now and see what kind of things are different along the way in case we learn something new. Good day, little lady. Can you show me your ticket? Hello, sir, I don't have a ticket. How can I get one? All the thirsty citizens get a ticket. Why don't you have one? I'm not a citizen, sir. Maybe that's why. Not a citizen? That's a new one. Too new for me, though. Sorry, little lady, I can't let you in. What to do, then? I understand, but what can I do? I really want to go inside. I don't know. This has never happened before, Pilgrim. Guess I'll have to find my own way inside. Alright, I mean, we could just change the season, that's fine. Isn't this the tree for it, though? It's a lemon tree. I mean... I'm sorry, what? I said, I need to go home. He said, the universe is your home. I said, oh, that's a very nice thought. Oh, what's that smell? He says, oh, whoopee, my farts, so the darkness won't haunt me, you know? It's weird, though. I see no darkness. My goodness, it's really bad. Oh, I'm dying. Aunt Grace's tree got very sad in the winter time. There we go. Sir, can I have one of your lemons? Sorry, lovely. Lemon resources are quite limited. I can't let you take them. I take all the lemons the basket can carry. That means every lemon on the tree. I understand. I need this one. And then, I don't know, like a knife? Katie, I'm gonna do something, so act natural. I like the cat, like, looking really suspicious over his shoulder, like, no one's looking at Fran knifing that basket, huh? I don't know, farts might be a thumbnail. That's a rough one. Nah, you're not thinking criminal enough, Neko. We have to ruin his day. That's the only way we can prosper. Plonk. Got him. Oh, and accidentally dropped lemon. I think I'll keep it. I'm not sure I want to cut that with the blood knife, though. Now, the problem is... Where does he go? I see. Okay. Okay. Not what I thought was gonna happen next. Oh wow, what are you? You look like the fairies in my books. The purest of feelings, the light of all material. We are Velokas. You're very shiny, and you make me feel so happy. Very happy. Oh look, creature. One of the young Velokas is going to receive the shield. Back ma, P-mail grow, back gron. Donk. There's your quinceanera demolition. Soldier of the sun, creature from the soil, fruit from the seed. Let the universe illuminate you with truth and be free. Huh? Where are you all going? We continue our paths to life. May freedom be with you, my friend. Sir or miss or both, because I actually read the book. Can you do magical things? The universe is already doing magic all the time. You are full of magic yourself. As you know, magic is magical. But I want to know things, and it's odd. I feel like you know everything. We are the light. We are everywhere. What answers are you looking for? I want to know who killed my parents. And why is that big monster hunting me? The truth will come to those who seek. Your path towards truth is immense. You are living in a world that turns its back to you. You are too fragile to face the truth just now. Too strong to let it go. I don't know that was super helpful. Don't be sad, dear. We have to keep going. Yes, Kitty, you're right. This looks rad. I think I'm super into this puzzle that I presume this is. If you have blood oranges, you can have blood lemons. True, but that might be more than a sour drink to get a sour smile or whatever. Now the question is like, how do I want... Like, what do I do with my hands? The question I have is, what do I do with my hands? What a huge Velokas. It's not real, though. I wonder what they use it for. Maybe the Great Velokas has 4 arms? Yes, and he descends on the most worthy pumpkin patch on Halloween night to give treats to all the good girls and boys or whatever. You know, the Great Velokas, obviously. I mean, listen, whatever this is cool. I don't understand it yet. Oh, it's in multiple seasons, huh? Dude, fall seems kind of a downer in this game. There's just like mushrooms and crap everywhere. The Great Pumpkin? Yeah, he's like besties with the Great Velokas. So they have like a similar MO. Maybe. I don't know. You know what's up. How dare I? You adore mushrooms. But like, they just like take over everything. I don't know. I was kind of thinking that I was just gonna like go to where the carnival or whatever is supposed to be and just like stand there and then like do a different season and go inside. I don't think the game likes my solution, however. I feel like I need this guy's specific lemonade recipe, and that requires me to go in that house, which means I need to get someone's ticket. Which means I might have to punch someone's ticket using knife on them as a puzzle, if you catch my meaning. I mean, I like the rainy weather. I don't know. Mushrooms unsettle me. Hey, a boat. Mr. Midnight did not seem to enjoy me pushing the boat. Oh, hang on. Do I need this fishing rod? I didn't notice it a second ago. That belongs to me now. It seems to be broken. Okay. I'll figure that out later. Is it just lemon juice, sugar, and water? I think... Like, not even, like, joking in the Vasco sense of, like, being too stupid to understand how food works because he doesn't make anything himself and only eats garbage. I'm pretty sure one of the characters in this game implied that they, like, add other stuff to make their version of lemonade. Like, literally something along the lines of other stuff that's, like, ingredients that I maybe need to make. This island is very tiny. Wonder if somebody could live there. Maybe not now. I'm stuck. I can't sail on this. Yeah, but you could, like, walk now is the thing. Okay, sure. I mean, it doesn't actually seem like anything interesting happens on that little island. Whatever. Okay, so this is where we started. Oh, that means we could get our clothes. Oh, Fran, this is where we were before. I fixed the bridge to get your purse. Wow, Kitty, you're very clever. I hope we find my things. I hope you mean your face. Kitty, I can't find my pills. Maybe the pills aren't here. Maybe you lost them. Well, they weren't doing me any good anyways. Maybe they'll reappear someday. Let's keep going now. I found you, dear clothes. Come to your one and only wearer. A strange way of putting that, but accurate nonetheless. That must be the castle. Is it? That doesn't feel right, but okay. Oh, I see. Now we're out of range of the remote. That was sort of what we were getting at before, right? Wonder why that's relevant. There's not, like, a lot to do here. I feel like you could just as well have us have control of the seasons here and just, like, not make it do anything relevant. I suppose it's true that the solution could be lemon. The trick is that it's, like, hard to know until you, like, have all of them, because it doesn't seem like it checks any of your solutions until you're done. Unlike the totems at the end of Sam and Max Hit the Road. Well, that was fun. A fun little adventure. As I said in chat before we started the stream, my mom and I had an adventure today for the purpose of... Oh, that's bad. We had to acquire donuts for tomorrow, but spoiler alert, we did get the donuts.
Come closer, Fran. I have the one thing you desire. I have what you are looking for. A Nintendo 64. That's right. It's currently 1994, so that's like the sickest console of all time.
Oh, no, it's my mom.
Mommy, is that you?
My beloved daughter, come closer. Let me feel you.
Mommy, that seems really messed up. I don't know that I should do that.
There is nothing to be afraid of. You have to come closer, Fran. Give me a big kiss.
But you can't be my mother, because she's dead. Also, you're dead, so maybe you are my mother, but that's not really the point I was making.
You have to come closer now. If you don't, the big monster will come and get you.
You're not my mommy. Also, you're definitely inside the mouth of the large monster. Please leave.
My darling, the big monster will come and get you. He will come and get you.
He will come and get you. Mommy, like, that's super not cool. It's very scarring.
Well, I hated that very much. Fish? Yeah, I suppose there's some fish. I don't have like a net. Well, I suppose I have a broken fishing rod, but I presumably need a hook and some string or something, and also probably like a hook. Or I could become a bear. Those are kind of my options. Well, actually, can I ask Mr. Midnight to catch them? He's a cat. You can always help me. Can you help me catch a fish? So this is up to the castle, yeah? Wait, what seasons are knowledge available? Winter and something? Do I know the password? I don't know what password. The library password, of course. You must have it to come inside. Do you know who has the password? The Great Wizard, of course. He knows everything. Well, okay, I'll go talk to him, I guess. I suppose I should go talk to him, in fairness. Yeah, not a great use of mother is to open your mouth, your horrible, unspeakable maw to incredible width, and then put an entire person's dead mother in there, and then puppet them, trying to get them to, like, give you a kiss, and then try and eat you. It's pretty messed up, actually, if I can be honest with you. No, for some reason I thought that would go up, but no. Maybe Thread Lady could repair the fishing line? Yeah, probably. I'm currently doing this. Okay, really hate to do this, but here's clothes. Oh, smelly clothes. I can't make you human yet. We have to find the first stone. Okay, that seemed like more of a suggestion. I must talk to you. Time and space are great. Answers can be found everywhere. You'll find the answers. No, but like you need to give me the password. How do I get him to tell me the password? I guess that just like isn't relevant until later on when I get something that requires me to go to the library. I'm still inclined to say that I need to make lemonade, but maybe not. Maybe that's too many steps. I'm gonna put a lemon down for now, but just the fact that he goes someplace I can't get to that doesn't seem to have another purpose makes me feel like I need to do that. So I need this on line with 1 dot, which is right. So fish, we repair the fishing rod and do that. I'm cold as I am, but if you use me, I'll be burning hard. It's not burning hot, it's burning hard. Is that a translation error or something really specific? What even is burning hard? Is that like, the erupting burning finger from G Gundam? I don't really know of a lot of other things that, like, get close to that sort of description. Hey, there's multiple moons here. She is a tree. That is true. Everything looks so closed. Everyone must be inside their homes for sure. Yeah, it's pretty closed here, not gonna lie. Trees can burn. That's true. But do they burn hard? This screen does not change much. It's a good day for fabric and thread. maybe if I... clever enough to find another solution. Miss, I'm wondering if you have thread for a fishing line. Fishing line? Thread? Yes, I have some. Do you want it? How much is it? Quite a lot. Is that good? I meant price-wise. I forgot to think about the price. You see, I've never sold anything before. Well, I can't say that's good for business. But I haven't seen, like, a college around here or nothing. You know what? You can have it. I hope it makes you happy. Well, there you go. That's nice. Thank you. I hope you come up with some prices and sell something. Alright, so I can combine that, presumably, but I probably still need... I mean... I don't think I could make a knife fishing pole. Maybe if I show this gentleman that I need a hook. I found a fishing rod, but it's broken. Can you help me? Something is missing. Have you seen the hook that goes with this rod? You just said the exact same thing as someone else back in the hospital. I can't say that I remember that dialogue. Hospital. Oswald Asylum, sir. The nurse when I broke the curtain. Oh, I see what you mean. That's not quite right. I have no idea what you're talking about. Make me a hook. Yes, let's do it. Give me 1 coin and I can give you half a hook. If you give me 2 coins, you'll get an entire working hook. You don't need half a hook. The whole thing will cost 3 coins. Hang on, why does the whole thing cost 3 coins if I can get half? Oh, I see. He'll give me 2 broken halves, and it will require a 3rd coin for it to be made whole or something. 1 coin for half a hook, 2 for the working one. I'll bring you your coins. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go over here. I did have a hook at the start. I thought she was saying that someone said, like, have you seen the hook for this fishing rod? As if, like, a literal prophecy of the exact situation we're in. But it was, like, literally just like, did you see the hook that was on the curtain rod? Which is slightly different. Would you like to play? Yeah, let's play a few more games of, Did they actually give this a name? I think they did. It's my turn. Middle. Yeah, I goofed that, huh? I don't actually know if it's quicker to, I suppose it's probably quickest to just concede that, unless I'm supposed to give a coin back, which I don't think is the point of this. Kind of just, like, need to win the coin flip. Wait, I'm sorry, you managed... Wait, how did I win that? I was literally trying to lose. How did I win that? And then I didn't win the game I, like, definitely should have been able to do? Classic. This should be fine. No, I should have lost there. I'm not paying enough attention to this. It's fine. He's trying to throw. He really just wants someone to play with him. The more I play with him, like, the less effort he's putting into winning. Alright, I should go. I thought there was he described it as being a game of, like, war with Kamalas and Valakas, but, like, I thought he maybe gave it a name? I just don't remember it. Alright, sir. Can I trouble you for, like, a hook? Here are your 3 coins. Here's your hook. That's a pretty good hook. Thank you, sir. It's perfect. Okay, hold on. Fine with I'll call you the fish extractor. Why does everything get like a weird gadget name? Do I also need bait? How many puzzles are in this game? How many layers are there to puzzle? Oh, look at that! Cat's very excited about the fish. I caught a fish. I'm very sorry. No, I think I was trying to do that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay. Now, it's interesting. Now, like, coal, I think, was a good suggestion for the burns hard thing, particularly if it's meant to be burn hot instead of hard. I'm genuinely not sure if that just, like, didn't quite get localized. But there's, like, coal, like, in this room that, like, I can't pick up. Hang on, which one of these is... Fish is... No, fish is 2 dots. Fish is 2 dots? Fish is 2 dots. She just, like, doesn't seem to care or interact with the coal, so even though that feels like a legitimate solution, I don't think that's the idea. But, so if that's true... Cold as I am, but if you use me, I'll be burning hard. So maybe cold means something other than, like... Oh, I do have matches, huh? Weird that coal's interactable, but yeah. I smell victory. Delicious victory. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. I'm ready. Let's bring the stones back. Yes, we'll start with the fire. Kotram has awakened. Kotram is alive. On top of the mountain. He'll be waiting for you. He has my lovely wizard hat. Bring it to me. Your hat? Stones are hiding in my wizard's tools. That's why I can't remember a thing. But now I'm remembering. Go to the top and find Kotram and come back when you have the hat. Okay, I'll go do that, I guess. It's nice for the matches to be a solution, but okay? Because matches are like one of the quintessential adventure game items. It's always nice to see them used, especially in a weird way. Hi? Oh, hello. Who dares to wake me? I'm Fran, I'm a person. My goodness, you're alive. Sorry to bother you, I'm Fran. Fran? I see. I don't know what that means. Just my name. Don't wear it out. Right. My name is Kotram. Do you want to know why? Yep. Kotram means born in heaven. I used to be a star. And then he does like a whole song and dance routine, it's implied. And because I was born in space, it's very logical. I've never met a star in person. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Fran. What brings you here? I need a hat. I need the hat. The hat above your head. I can't do that. I'm divorced. What does that mean? What does it mean? That's some I have it in with women's lib thing. Is that like not translated correctly? What is that? What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean for that to be true? What do you mean divorced? I need the hat. I genuinely am very confused. I can't. If I give you the hat, the entire land will suffer. You'll have to find another way to get home. The king told me there's no other way. Please help me. I told you I can't. My wife left me. She was the one covering my top. Dude, I don't need to know about your bedroom life. Just give me the hat. If I take off the hat, my magma could erupt and kill everyone, including you. I'll get your wife back, I guess. Where's your wife now? She decided it was time to start her own island. So she broke up with me. I didn't get the chance to ask her why. I miss her. Ooh. She has her own island? Do you know where it is? I think it's on the water. Otherwise, I would feel her presence very strongly. But I don't. Oh, whoa. My love, my beloved wife. I'll go see if I can find her. This is really upsetting me. Only if she comes back. Can't I put something else on top of your head? Like a rock or something? No, I like this hat. Alright, okay, it feels like you're being stubborn. Hi, Critchwitch, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're playing basically an entirely separate game. It's still Fran Bow. Instead of seeing, like, nightmare visions with drugs, we can now magically change seasons because we went to the second reality or something. And now we're a tree, and we met Mr. Midnight, so that's cool. It's a pretty good hat. I'm a little oh, nope, no, nah, no, nah, no, thank you. Nah, I'd prefer other than this, thanks. No, yeah. Welcome back for Twitch. There are, in fact, still horrors. They're not quite as frequent, but they're, bad. They're still bad.
I know you're all alone. Let me be your mommy. Let me feed you. Come to my side with these children who are definitely happy and not nightmarish scrawlings. You'll have many new friends to play with.
I don't want you as a mommy. You're very upsetting. Fran, who are you talking to? Oh, I didn't realize it could get worse. I didn't realize it was going to get worse, like, immediately. Huh? The woman standing... Oh, no. Let's just go. It's bad. Okay, hold on. Don't remember which season has the accessible boat. Found it. Scoot, scoot, riot. Oh. You weren't there before. What season do you like? Not winter. I don't know, man. Hello, miss? Wake up. I have a message for you.
Hello, messenger. What a good day.
Yes, miss, I'm the messenger of love.
Love? Oh, but you're not pink.
I'm brown and green. I'm the brown and green love messenger.
And what does the messenger of love have to share?
Yes, of course. I'm here in the name of love to bring you back to your husband so you can be his top again. Yeah, you heard me. I'm not sure if we're doing this on purpose.
No, he made me very sad. Nobody has the right to make me sad.
Maybe he didn't mean to hurt you. What happened?
He was so hot, and I fell in love with that. But lately he's been cold and boring. I feel neglected. I cried so many times. I used to grow a beautiful red flower just for me, to show his love for me. But this year nothing came up, and you know what? I'm the one protecting him all the time. I want credit for that, that's all.
Miss, if I find that flower, would you come back?
I guess, but I have no hope. Besides, I'm the ruler of my own island now.
Well, be that as it may, I'll see if I can find a red flower. Do you know where it grows?
Always at the bottom. It's very different from all the other flowers. Bottom of what, miss? My husband's bottom, of course. Bring it to me and I shall return to him.
So we have to retrieve a flower from the bottom's bottom so we can retrieve his wifely top. Am I registering that correctly? We all doing that on purpose? That all intentional? Great. Guess we should stay away from fire now. Yeah, probably. And like woodpeckers and termites and things. Well, I think this is what we have to find the ticket for, after all, and not making lemonade. Which is fair, I suppose. We're returning a married man's top by searching for his bottom. Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Yeah. I mean... I just, like, don't get a sense of, like, who would tell me about having an extra ticket or whatever. By the way, this ticket thing seems like a... one of the Glass Cannon podcast series that I like is a playthrough of a Delta Green campaign called Impossible Landscapes. Delta Green's like a tabletop, like modern day sort of eldritch horror kind of role-playing game. You typically play as like detectives and like US federal police officers and things who work outside the government to like conceal horrible things that no one should know about. And like the story they've been playing through Impossible Landscapes involves going to like basically a weird alternate reality, and people there keep asking if people want to like, are you going to the party, or like, did you find your bottle? And like both of those things seem awful. Yeah, a Call of Cthulhu game with special ops team, like more or less, basically that. You know, I think there now is a distinction where there is literally just like modern day Call of Cthulhu. And, like, there are some things different about it, both the rules and the setting, but, like, it's pretty close to that. We need a ticket from, like, an Asteran local to go into this building in certain seasons. I think that's where his bottom is. I mean, unless, like... Still don't know what this is about. You think the bottom of the mountain is the lemonade hut? Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, there's multiple ways to sort of determine the bottom of a mountain, but, like, if I go up this hill, that's happening very slowly. Now we're on the mountain, right? So, one could argue that this building is at the bottom of the mountain, or put slightly differently, is the mountain's bottom. It's also a place I can't go, and I haven't seen the red flower. Just change the season? Nope, doesn't work like that. Oh. I mean, it works like that if it's not in the building. Sure, maybe, that's fair. Listen, shut up, is all I'm saying. This must be the flower. Oh, what, I gotta cut it? Yoink. Like, I'm increasingly flabbergasted why that thing even exists, if all the things that feel like they could be related to it are just solved in some relatively trivial way. As an adventure gamer, I'm expecting everything that exists here to matter, and it just doesn't, and it's making my head hurt. Either that or, like, this isn't the right red flower or something stupid, but that seems unlikely. Miss, I found it. It's a red flower. I touched your husband's bottom. I hope that's okay. Actually, I know it's not okay. Thank you very much. It looks beautiful. You are indeed a messenger of love. Thank you, miss. We should go back to your husband right away. I'll see you there in winter time. That's fine. That's fine. Is she even, like, floating there, or did she just vanish behind the boat? Yep, she's gone. Okay, great. Yeah, you enjoy that, lady. Why not? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sup? It's very nice to see you two together. Now I would like to have the hat, please. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Come on, my darling. Climb up on top. Close your eyes, little girl. It's about to get freaky deaky. I don't love that as much as some of these. And here's the hat. Thank you again. Cool, did it. Thank you, sir. I have to give this hat to the Great Wizard now. Coach Herm is no longer divorced. Yeah, that's a normal alert. Top and bottom finally reunited. Hey, anime, welcome to the stream. When did we stop dealing with the cult and enter this wonderland? We never stopped dealing with the cult. It's kind of still following us. It's bad. It's very bad. But after we reunited with our cat, a frog took us to a weird magical world. I think technically we entered the magical world. Gosh, I'm not sure the exact point at which it happened. I want to say it's like when we entered the tiny magical door to enter the solid stone well, but frankly, by that point we were already talking to like a giant ant and murdered a beetle pig. So like, I guess when we like went into the sewer outside of the mental hospital. Anyway, let's give this hat to the Great Wizard. Let me just put it up there. Here's your hat, sir. Oh, my hat. I feel the knowledge flowing through my body. I feel happy. That's great, sir. What next? The gift from the soil, the fruit. Nom 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 nom. The creation of selective random events, so we can eat. Beautiful, isn't it? Yes, it's incredible. Yes, the fruit is talking to me now. It says the book. The book of knowledge is in the library, but beware. The book may be hiding, so you must be persistent and patient. I'll go to the library. There's a password you need to get inside. It's, something about how we learn, or... The password is... Your basic senses are easily manipulated. Shut them down before learning. Alright. I'll try to remember that. What does it mean? It means that we often let our understanding be manipulated. We should always try to use our common sense. Nobody should ever tell you what to think or believe. Be hungry for knowledge, and soon you'll find yourself in constant evolution. This will let you be free to cherish every second of your life. I think it's fun to think and learn, and being curious helps a lot. I'll be going to the library now to find your book. Being free to evolve is dangerous. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. It caused the people of the future to get really bitter about the past, and then drop an entire futuristic city on top of the past city. It was a whole confusing mess. Like a big confusing mess. So I have to go... Probably like different season or whatever. Still failed to remember. Okay, don't love that.
Do you remember, Fran? You are a murderer. You're a nutty little girl. Nutty girls must be punished. Also, you're me. Do as I say, Fran. Do as I do. Jump.
Man, what is it with video games and having, like, young girls jump to their death? What is that literally about? Why do all the games I play have that happen?
I didn't kill them. I didn't want to.
Oh my dear, don't listen to those evil things. You're strong. Let them out of your head.
Am I crazy, Kitty? Tell me.
No, my dear, you just have to be strong. Don't let them play with your head.
Oh, my Kitty, I feel completely broken and my chest hurts, even though I am a tree. Bark joke?
Oh, my dear, I am here for you. Don't cry. I love you so much.
I love you too, my dear. We should keep going. Let's go to the library.
What was that you said?
The library.
Open fall and winter. Alright, fine. Stop right there. Do you know the password? What was the password? I don't remember the words. It was something like, your eyes and ears are limited sensors, but shut them down before learning. That's definitely not quite right. Good enough. And why is that? Because we can... Only then can we really see? It's like this city. It was invisible to me before. Knowledge is everywhere, and even in darkness, silence. Come in and have fun. GLHF. Okay. What? But, Hello, what are you reading? Book with many letters. Sometimes I think some letters look scary. Read something else then, idiot. Oh yes, some other day, my dear. No, if you don't mind. Oh, hang on.
Hello, sir, what are you doing?
Looking for my special book.
Sorry to ask, but why are you standing on a ladder? You have wings.
Because this ladder was made to be used, of course.
But what if I need to use it?
And you should wait your turn.
What if it's an emergency and I can't wait that long?
Then you should have arrived earlier than me. Sorry. Cool, it's my ladder now. Is this lever here before? Yeah, I mean, it's a little chance of Sonar, huh? I mean, the letters aren't going to mean anything, but the numbers, I think, are important. So 1 is just the line. 4 is 3 dots, which is unintuitive but reasonable. And then it becomes E, because E is a line that has 3 prongs, replicating the dots. God, what a weird system this is. Normally when I see like a fictional numbering system, it's like, yeah, I get what's going on here. This is a little out there. There's like a logic to it, but it's definitely weird. But like, where do I find a big number that is the thing I want? No, I was told that the book would like hide and I would have to like wait for it or something. The wizard said the book may be hiding. So like, what if I lit the library on fire? I feel like that would bring a book out of hiding, don't you think? Oh, interesting. I didn't think it would go around the corner. Climb for no reason. Okay. 1. Rabbit puts carrot in stew. No, wait. This is 2. It starts with 2? 2, 3, some rabbits knock at the door. And then this is 5, right? Because it's line 3 dots, then E. So yeah, there's 5 rabbits. That tracks. And I can't turn the page. 2 rabbits, then 3 rabbits, then 5. Wait. Is it like a Fibonacci sequence? Is it a Fibonacci sequence? It starts with 2 1s. So 1 1. And then it's combined the previous 2. So 2. And then 3 is 2 and 1. And then 5 is 3 and 2. And then I need 8, which I think the numbering gets weird around there. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like the handlebars of E is next. This one. And then I need 13, which I really didn't bother to look at what that looks like. So this would be 10. So I need like a stick figure plus a line and 2 dots. Is that anything? It's just a Fibonacci sequence. And somehow that book was enough of a clue for that to be obvious. Weird. Just keep trying it, I suppose. Hello. Oh, I see. I kind of thought it was like a person and I'd have to interact with him, but I think it's just it's like an actual Jack-in-the-Box. I don't love it. Excuse me, sir, I need the book, hee hee. Go ahead and read this and become a wizard. Oh, sweet, I can actually do that, weirdly enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Seed, leaf, water. Skeletal time. Throwing stones, yeah. Eye looks at tree. Fused skeletal babies, obviously. Pregnant skeleton. Someone receiving a fatality from Mortal Kombat. This spell lets you turn 5 skeletons into 1 baby, which is awful. This is actually just how to throw like a really good party, I think. It's a monster. It seems like people love him. Why do people love an evil monster? I should probably like leave while the library is open so that they don't get mad at me. Still haven't done anything with the giant robot. I can't tell how far I am in this game at all. We took such a weird turn at the start of this stream. Sir, here's your book. It was in a music box. I saw a doll. Hee the it word lock. Sounds like fun. Thank you for the book. So wait, that guy's it word? I guess that makes sense. They were calling the other guy Ronor? Something like that? So Itward is the friendly skeleton who's, like, helped us a couple times? It certainly makes me remember many things, many, many things. And now what? There are 2 things left on the star. Yes, fish in the water. Fish, fish, swimming free. Go back, little fish, go back home. Wow, sir, you woke up the fish. Yes, because I remembered how to do it. Isn't it beautiful? That's magical, sir. Magic is magic. Can you do that with other things like my parents? Haven't you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist? That's a terrible idea. Circumstances are often not sufficient to do something like that. I see. We need to find the missing stones. The fish told me my stones are on the amazing dancer's feet. Do you know where this dancer could be? I have no idea. Yeah, it's probably in that place I desperately want to go into just because I haven't solved it yet. Do you have like a spare like ticket? You don't have your ticket? That's odd. Can I borrow your ticket? My ticket is mine. I can't let it out. Do it yourself. Then can you go inside the bar yourself and ask about the dancer's shoes? I can't. I'm making rabbit science, and I'm pretty close to the answer. You know, rabbit science? Literal wizard doing rabbit science? Besides, I know you can do it. You've completed very difficult tasks. Alright, I don't really have any leads on getting a ticket, is like the problem. Because, as you know, it's been my answer to everything, is to try and get a ticket. I don't suppose it has anything to do with the giant robot I also haven't solved, huh? Really curious what this is gonna become do. Use a knife to mug someone for the ticket. It's certainly an idea. I mean, since everyone's supposed to have a ticket, it's not even like I expect to find like a ticket booth. It does almost seem like I need to like watch someone die and take their ticket or some bizarre thing. I don't suppose you sell tickets, and I haven't really talked to you, and you don't have an obvious function. Hello, lady, is there news? Good day. Would you like to read the newspaper? I cannot read. Much like a cat, I cannot read. What is it Thirsta's language called? Don't you know? It's called Ithurnish. Are you a tourist? Yes. My name is Fran. Never seen a tourist before. Never seen a Fran either. Welcome to Ithursta. Hope you have fun. Thank you. I need a ticket. Goodbye. Okay, well, I don't... Hello, little Root. You're cute. I think you're cute too. I'm Fran, and you are? Me? No, I'm not Fran. I'm Zelma, and I want to sing all day long. What's your favorite song? My favorite song goes like this. 1 and 1 are 2. 1 and 2 are 3. 2 and 3... Wow, okay. There are multiple ways they want you to find that, like, translated Fibonacci sequence. The thing that was supposed to be hard I did easy, and I've struggled mightily with everything else for no good reason. That sounds very mathematical. I have to go now. You have beautiful fruits, by the way. Alright, now hang on. Please don't comment on the fruits of like a 10-year-old girl, thank you. Good day, sir. Good day, little creature. I've seen flying boats, sir. How do they work? Think about floating on water, but instead of water, it's air. Very simple. Can I borrow one of your boats to fly away? I want to go home. Oh, go home. I see. Sadly, these boats only work here. They local boats. Thank you. Have fun making your boat. Okay, well... should we comment on our eggplants instead? I guess those are technically like vegetables or tubers or something, but nah, please don't do that either. All produce is off limit, I think. I don't feel like I have a lead on this. Is that stupid? Am I stupid, or is it the children who are wrong? She had eggplants and cabbages beside her. It's like that Family Guy bit where, like, they're in, like, the husband and wife are in a grocery store, and, like, this like, random guy in the grocery store keeps, like, saying these, like, scandalous things about his wife, and he's like, hey, listen here. He's like, hey, nice Hooters. And he's like, hey, pal, don't talk about my wife that way. And then she's like, Peter. And he turns over to face her, and she's got her, like, arm out with, like, a falconer's glove, and there's, like, 2 owls on it, and she's like, I'm holding Hooters. That's basically what we're doing here. I feel like the only place... Yeah, they go through a few bits. My favorite is the Hooters, because it's so, like... It's so bizarre and abstract. But yeah, like, she's holding, like, watermelons. I think there's at least one other one, but I don't remember it. The Hooters is the one that always stands out to me. It's just, like, I don't feel like anyone other than the guy trying to collect tickets has really, like, talked about them. So I don't really know how to get them. Maybe I can go bother him again and get information I don't have, but I don't think that's true. Unless I can just, like, follow the lemon guy? Is there something relevant about you? Wandering Blockus or whatever? Is there not a bar called Hooters? No, there's a family-friendly restaurant here in America called Hooters. I remember this because, like, for like a season or two, I watched the show Undercover Boss, which, if you've never heard of it, is like a reality TV show where, like, the CEO of a company puts on a disguise and then, like, does various, like, menial jobs for their own company to learn how crappy their workers have it. And then they invariably do token gestures for the people who are, like, decent. And then they, like, fire a manager or something. It happens, like, every single time. But, like, one of them, like, the CEO of Hooters, like, worked at a Hooters. And, apparently, like, Hooters insists it's a family-friendly restaurant, but, like, its whole thing is that the waitresses are well-endowed and, like, wear preposterous outfits, so, like, clearly that's garbage. There are logs at the back of the bar, perhaps a secret tunnel. That's ridiculous. A secret tunnel has never existed. Such a thing can't happen. Can I, like, get one of these arms to, like, reach up and mess with this place or something? Yeah, that's their other claim to fame is that Hooters is, like, supposed to have good wings. I'm not really, like, a wings fan. So, like, that doesn't provide any additional incentive to go to this uncomfortable restaurant. I feel like this is going to be like that puzzle from the PlayStation Spider-Man game. We have to, like, position all the arms of the statue in some traditional way, and then you, like, open a secret passage or something. Thought they were topless at Hooters. Nah, they just wear, like, short shorts and, like, really tight shirts or something. Although, I think even by the time that episode of Undercover Boss had aired, like, due to, like, discrimination lawsuits or something, they had to, like, back off on their signature stuff, so they're just kind of like a sad wings restaurant. I don't know. It's just, like, a weird thing. It's, like, a very bizarre American concept. Neko, I don't like that that was the answer. Did you look up a walkthrough, or did you really just think that pushing over the logs would have a hole? Because, like, even if there was a secret here, I didn't think it would just be, like, push over the logs and, like, all of it was a farce. Mr. Midnight, come here, my dear. Do you see that hole? Maybe you can go inside. Are you sure? What if somebody sees us? I'll give you a secret sign if somebody comes. I'll say magic pause. Then you have to come out right away. All right, dear, here I go. Off to do cat things. Hashtag cat life. Hashtag meow. It's amazing. A self-playing... Wait. Oh my god, she let us take her purse in here. For those of you who showed up late, I do need to take a moment to demonstrate that... Well, it makes the audio briefly disappear. In the few times that we have played as the cat, instead of having a little purse icon in the corner, we get a cat. And it's very good. It's very, very good. Okay, let me turn me back on again, and then bring the sound back. So obviously there's different seasons. This does not seem like a particularly good one. Okay. I guess we just need the dance. This guy's got to be it, huh? That's the dancer. So let me just threaten him with force. Okay, he will dance in the fall, though, surely. That's scary. Giant fleas. No, thank you. What's the approach here? I mean, it seems like we... Oh dear, I don't know what to do. Did you try with all the seasons? I mean, it's kind of annoying that it kicks you out while specifically trying all the seasons or whatever. Oh no, Frostpunk 2 crashed and lost 3 hours of work. Is that game supposed to autosave? Or like... Had it just been a while because you were invested? Hate to see that. I mean, like, what is the approach? I mean, it lets me take my inventory in here. Autosave could take up to 5 minutes per save every 10 minutes. The heck? Ladybug is the tiniest I've seen around here other than the flies. Audience is waiting for action. Doesn't seem like there's a lot to do in here. A moth. I used to eat those, but I won't this time. Bartender is working. If only I had some boots, maybe I could do like a Puss in Boot stance. Is that something? I don't get the idea. Like, even if I was to do something like sabotage the player piano so he would stop dancing, I mean, he's wearing his shoes when he's not performing. So, like, what... Short of violence, like, what's the goal here? Does it have something to do with this class? I don't know. I don't think so. The dancer's moves are from another world. It's just like not a lot to interact with, which makes me think that this should be straightforward. No, just throw some money at him and he'll take off his clothes. That's how this works, right? And his only clothes are the shoes, so then I can have them? Hang on. Am I supposed to threaten him with that weird exterminator? No, I see. I can just circumvent winter. By just clicking hard enough and believing in myself. And in this world of bugs, it feels like there should maybe be something to do with this ridiculous card. Hello, lady. Can I borrow your ticket? Because my ticket disappeared. No, I can't. I'm, using it as a coaster. Oh, that's what that is? Would you have a table to put the glass on? I don't like the sound of the glass on the table. I see. I do like this lemonade very much. I drink it because it's refreshing. If you excuse me, I'm... Okay, well... Guess that's a ticket. I should take it. Yep. Oh, I get it. We have to get her in because she can actually talk to them or something? Is that the idea? You're incredible, Kitty. I love you so much now we can go inside. Yeah, definitely a lot of heart put into that animation, huh? Closed in spring or whatever. Hi, I'm totally normal, real person. I'm a bee or whatever. Look, sir, it seems a ticket found its way into my hands. It's a really weird way of putting it, but, when you let someone in with this ticket, you bring many mysteries. How do you know it was someone else's ticket? The symbols are correct, but look at the handwriting. This belongs to someone much older than you. I can see it. Any chance that I can get in? When you get your own ticket, little lady, you'll be more than welcome. Starting to understand. I have a card with faded writing on it and a picture of a bug. Ticket. Fran and Kitty can go in party. Heck yeah. That's so good. Fran is such a good artist. I love it. Yeah, 11 out of 10. This is the best puzzle in the game by a lot, no doubt. Look, sir, this is my own ticket. You can tell because of the childlike whimsy. I see, but you simply drew it yourself. I thought that was the right thing to do. I wasn't invited, so I invited myself. Very clever, little lady. I guess I could let you in. Sick nasty. Let's do it. Yeah, that's probably a good thumbnail. Almost 3, okay. God, looking at that thumbnail juxtaposed against yesterday's is gonna be so confusing for someone just like glimpsing at the playlist. Like, so much will be like dramatically different between the two. Like, so much happens there. Okay, dude, I need your shoes. Why is that? The shoes belong to the dancer. I'm a dancer and I need them to dance with the wizard. Oh, I'm sorry, what did you say? I want your shoes! You want a little lemonade? You seem tense. No, sir, I don't want a lemonade. Where'd you get your shoes from? You should drink a little lemonade to quench your thirst. Sir, let me explain. I need your shoes. This is impossible. I cannot give you my shoes. The only way to get my shoes is to take them from me, and as you see now, I'm standing on them, so it's impossible. Lift your feet. It can't be done. Only on the very day when both my feet are in the air. Only then can my shoes be taken, otherwise I will stand forever. Alright, is this a timing puzzle then? I didn't actually pay enough attention to the dance cycle to know if there's a moment where he... If I, like, jam the piano now, will that, like, cause the music to stop and he'll instantly stop or something? playing piano has a door down there. Uh-oh. A music puzzle. What's the idea? This feels interesting and potentially doable. I need it to, like, hiccup, right? If I get it to stop entirely, he won't dance. But if I change the tempo somehow, such that it, like, plays normally and then stops. I just don't know what any of this, like, represents. I think even if I did understand music, this, like, wouldn't be it. Oh, weird. Oh, I get it. I sort of understand. So then I want... I'm not entirely sure whether I want super fast or super slow, but it seems like those would be the options. It's gotta be slow, right? You think fast? Well, we might as well look at fast. It could be funny. There it is. It took a second for that to kick in. Oh. Yeah, sure. Not how I thought that was gonna go, but that'll do. Yeah, good enough. For some reason, I was really convinced it was gonna be like a timing thing, and not that we could conceivably make the excellent dancer dance so fast that he would just collapse. Well, I enjoyed that quite a lot. That whole thing was very fun. I brought you the Wicked Witch's shoes or something. They're very pretty. Oh, you did it. You really have an extraordinary machine inside your head. Thank you, sir. Let's do this last one so I can go home. Kameha. The last one, Air. I recognize this feather. It belongs to Pelantris. I saw him badly injured. He'll be fine. He has the pink water. That fixes everything. Well, that's true, but what do we do with the feather? Go visit old Velocus mechanical doll. My wand will be over there. I have to finish my rabbit science. I think I have the answer. Oh. I don't think it had that before, did it? So, this would be top, yeah? So, kind of want... Do they only have 2 positions, yeah? So, I doubt anything could reach that. So then we probably want the... Does season matter here? Unclear. Am I supposed to, like, manipulate the thumbs or something? Kind of passes by something that would work here. I mean, I agree. Like, clearly the idea is to, like, move it from hand to hand, but, like, despite there being relatively few hand positions, it doesn't... It kind of feels to me like there's some other part of this I should be able to manipulate, but can't. Because, like, it doesn't just, like... I mean, like, if I leave that in exactly one position that several hands pass by... No, not several, I guess. Maybe something with that? Kind of feel like... The positions are super weird. Can't tell if there's like something not obvious that I'm supposed to know I should do to this, or if it's just like weird and complicated. Because like I don't get to control the fingers or like give things grab at all. So with that in mind, it feels like moving the hands around doesn't do anything, but it also feels like it should do something. Is it like... So the wand doesn't have a hitbox either, does it? That's actually really weird. I thought maybe I was supposed to get it in a position where, like, gravity would have it fall into the other hand, and then maybe I was supposed to, like, exert an external force to, like, make that happen, and then maybe figure out how to move it the rest of the way or something. It's just so weird how much some of these things, like, overlap without... Yeah, the individual hands don't have hitbox. I'm gonna go talk to the wizard. I appreciate it, Demolition. I don't think we're quite at the point where we want to just, like, fire off a walkthrough, but it's certainly a good idea to have it handy, because this could get weird. Are you willing to, like, hint me? No, not even a little bit, huh? That's a little annoying. Honestly, this guy kind of sucks. I don't think season matters, so I'm kind of just leaving it in fall because you get the fun music. You can't have two hands active at the same time. So it doesn't seem like it's possible for it to be a timing issue either. I feel like if the arms pass over in the right order, the one should be grabbed by other hands, not just getting the hands to overlap. I agree, it sort of feels like that. I don't think that's what it's doing. Look, he's doing shadow puppets. Like a face hugger or something. Demolition, are you suggesting that I shouldn't be here? It's kind of a crab. I feel like it doesn't have obvious enough pinchers, which is why it makes me think like face hugger alien. Change the season. I think that sounds just whole hitbox. I don't think any of this has changed my opinion that, at least based on just this screen alone, it doesn't feel like there's a difference here. I feel like there's a cool puzzle in here, but I think I feel like I'm missing something to like actually make it work. Like there's some like not obvious like thing missing to make this into an actual puzzle and not just like a cool thing to look at. Hand crab your way to victory. Wait a minute. Is that... Can that be stairs? Is that all this is? That wouldn't be it, right? I mean, just, there's never like a hitbox. The one moved? Oh, I didn't notice that. But most of them don't seem to overlap in a way that's even like kind of similar to that. So what does that do then? Maybe I grabbed the other end of it? Is that somehow possible? I didn't have it lower before, so in theory that could... Yeah, that's it, huh? Okay. And then what? Like... I don't really like that puzzle. 'Cause, like... It's just, like, not... It's kind of just, like, physics bad. Like, there's a cool idea in there. But, like, it just... I don't know. It, like... I feel like it would be more interesting if it, like, had, like, a system to it that wasn't just, like... It will magically move between hands if you get it just right. Even the... Like, it, like, I don't know. Like, if I had, like, a... if they were like joysticks that I could like control the hands or something. Like, it just feels weird that like the levers don't seemingly do anything, and then if you get them next to each other, it's like, yeah, I don't, good enough. Like, it just felt like there was gonna be something clever here, and it was just like a manipulate machine puzzle done really awkwardly. Like, that just like wasn't really satisfying to do. Replace Surgeon Simulator? God, I haven't thought about that game in a long time. No, I haven't played it, but I remember when it was popular. God, what a mess. Okay, here you go. I solved the bad puzzle. Magnificent. Splendid. You did it. Where are the stones? Can I borrow them? I can't lend you the stones. They're very special. What I can do is place the stones on the lock of the door, but you are the only one who can turn the key and open the door. That kind of sounds like you're lending them to me, my friend, my wizard. Oh, I see. The king said he would show me where the door is. Ah, we should go talk to him, don't you think? Wait, I suspect you can't return home looking like a tree. I almost forgot. I've gotten weirdly used to this because no one's commented on my produce in a while. Yeah, I could get your body back. I haven't done this for hundreds of years. Let's make a human, yeah? Give me your clothes. I need to smell them. Alright, well, we were doing really good on the not being creepy thing for a hot second. Let me smell this. Yeah, we'll make a human. This is exciting. Good. Go to the center of the Star of Athirsta. Think about your body, your head, your leg, the other leg, whatever that other stuff is called. Your eggplants. Now concentrate. Randomly selected elements. Find your true path, your path to your true essence. Become Fran the human. Now! And I'll form the head. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. I don't love that for me, or for Fran, or for any reason or purpose whatsoever. Ah, you alright? What happened? Is it done? Oh, thank you so much. You really are a great wizard. That's my name, Great Wizard, because of the greatness. Thanks again, sir. Really grand. My darling friend, you're a human again. Welcome back. Thank you, Kitty. It feels great. So... Find the king. But the king left... Did he say something about when we'd find him again? Was it just like when we were ready? I'm gonna go back to the throne room. And we'll go. There's a snowman over there. Okay. There's a lot that has transpired here, and I don't like it at all. I mean, I can see that Mr. Midnight is with us, but this is not good. Everything is fine. It feels like heaven. What are you? Leave Mr. Midnight alone. Is your head playing with you again? Can't you see yourself in the mirror? I'm not you. I'm not. Let Mr. Midnight go. We kill traitors because that's what he is, Fran. Don't you see? My kitty is not a traitor. He promised to stay by my side. He promised. As your mommy and daddy did, who promised to take good care of you. Wake up, Fran. You're surrounded by traitors. Leave me alone. Leave my friend alone. I'm the only one you have, Fran. I'm the one who's always by your side. Now, let's get rid of this traitor, eh? What do you say? Let's be happy. Let's be so very happy together. I don't like that. Go away, it isn't me! Fran, what's wrong? Why are you crying? I'm crazy, sir. I'm totally crazy. The doctors were right. But you're not crazy. I'm very sorry you feel that way. You should be happy now. You found the stones and become human again. That is very good. My dear, let me wipe those tears away. I don't want to hurt you, my dear, and I feel like I'm about to do it at any moment. You won't. I know that because... Oh, you won't. I know that because you love me. Yes, Kitty, I do love you very much. Fran, remember what I told you. If you love, you are alive. And that the only thing that matters. You will always find the power to fight the monsters inside you. Now go and open the gate. Yes, let's do this. Is it on the map? Should I know where this is? I'm just gonna keep... Oh, okay, it's here. Here we are. Yes, but where's the door? Oh, right, I have to make it visible. You are sure you want to go back? I'm sure, sir. Okay, here we go. The human must leave. Open the secret door to her reality. Let the human return home. Oh, wow, we're going home, Kitty. Ho ho, ZR the king, good day to you. I brought the stones so this lovely creature could go home. Thank you, sir, I'm very nervous. It'll be strange to be far away from you all. Then don't leave, I can make place for you to stay. Wizard, she has to leave. I received message from one of the Velokas, and she isn't ready. I see. What are you talking about? Ready for what? Come on, wizard, place the stones. We have no time to lose. Ready for what? You know what the Velokas told you about facing your truth. Yes, I think I remember. Should I? Go ahead, wizard. Magic stones create the lock that only human can break. Now it's time for Fran to be the key. You're the only one who can open this now. Well, alright, let's see. You know what we haven't done in a while? Save the game in like several hours. Cat licking butthole. We must be good friends with Mr. Midnight because we've seen his butthole. Okay, Oh. Oh. So there's like an order to this? I sort of get this and also sort of don't get this. Oh no, that's the next one. I'm being stupid. That's preposterous, Vasco. Why wouldn't you just do that one? I smell victory again. You did it, friend. You can go home now. I'm so excited. I wish I could leave something for you to remember me. Don't say leave your clothes. Don't say leave your clothes. Don't say leave your clothes. We won't forget you, you very special creature. I almost forgot. Pelantris gave me this for you. It's a weird magical puzzle box for later. It probably have MacGuffin. Oh, thank you. Tell Pelantris that I wish I could help him with his wounds. I gave my aid patches to a girl in the hospital. My adhesive medical strips. Anyway. I tell him, don't worry, Pelantris better now. You better go, before you have to know. Before you return to your reality, you'll pass through the secret woods. Shh! Secret woods! Woods are kind of an invisible passage between realities. You may encounter terrible creatures that want to eat you. Just run, they're very slow. You're telling me this now? That sounds super scary. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I hope so. Well, Mr. Midnight, say goodbye. Let's go now. Goodbye, gentlemen. It's been real. Smell you later. So Mr. Midnight is good on his own. I am not. I fell in a hole. Wasn't really prepared for a click-based platformer. That's on me. That's my bad. Gonna say that it's starting to feel long. Chapter 4, Part 1. Imaginary Friend. My goodness, the door opened. Wow, interesting. Come on, Mr. Midnight, let's find out where we are. Oh, Fran, I hope we can find home soon. I'm starving. It is troubling that he's said that repeatedly and we haven't found him any food. Mr. Midnight, look, I think we're on the other side of the bridge. Do you remember the one we tried to cross before we fell into a thirsta? Yes, I remember. Great, let's keep going, Kitty. We have to be careful now. If I'm not mistaken, I'm 3/5 of the way through the game. I believe there are 5 acts and we just started 4. Although, I think that was basically a third of the game. There's 6 parts. Really? I'm thinking that one of the last parts is gonna be short if that's true. Like, allegedly, this can't be 50%. That cannot be accurate. Like, by volume of gameplay, I don't think this is 50%. This is a relevant distinction, because this is supposed to be roughly a 10-hour game. I think we played about 3.5 hours yesterday, and we're at about 3.5 hours. Maybe by guide length, this is 60 to 70. That's like pretty close to where I think I should be. I'll go a little bit longer. Are these my pills? Wow, but where are they going? That's a question. Oh, look, home is this way. I guess home is in that direction. Now, what makes you think that the person who put that sign there knows where your home is? This tree looks perfect to build a little tree house on. I'm not sure I agree with that. Pills, don't move. You want to show me the way back home? This is how yeah, people get caught in like box traps is what the end of that sentence was gonna be. I shouldn't have touched the pills. Bad, Fran. Bad, bad. Luckily, my knife is impervious to inventory resets because this game understands that knife is like best inventory object. Fran, you're already here. I wasn't expecting you until 2:35. And as I see it, you're not trapped anymore. Interesting. Anyway, let me introduce myself. I am Itward, your faithful friend. Itward, do I know you from somewhere? You seem familiar. Yes, I am the creature of the night. We've been playing together. I helped you to get Mr. Midnight back, you see. Really? Huh, I managed to quite well to find my kitty on my own. Hey, aren't you the one who made the sisters mad? No, it wasn't me making the sisters mad. They only believed it was me. You see? But that's because they never looked into themselves. What do you mean by that? They blamed me instead of facing the fact that their parents never loved them. But let's stop talking about the sisters, shall we? Don't you recognize me, dear Fran? the long man with the top hat. I always come by night and told you stories when you were a little baby. I come to you after you imagine me. But I'm not imaginary, you see. I'm part of your reality. Did I imagine you? You look quite familiar. I can't deny that. I exist because you exist. The truth is that you were able to imagine me because I already existed. Anyway, we don't have time to talk about this right now. I'm actually here to take you home. Follow me. Metal Gear, take me home? I can't let you do that. I don't know you. I won't hurt you. I'm not made out of darkness. I'm your friend. Well, you seem nice. I'll go with you, but I don't trust you yet. That's fine. Come on now. I have something to show you. He is very long. Can't argue that. Behold, the inward flying machine. What do you think? Does the flying machine fly? It's all right, but can it really fly? Yes, with this gorgeous piece of machinery, I'll take you home. We'll fly as soon as I can arrange the details. It's not even 2:35 yet. That sounds great, but what is it about 2:35? I don't understand. It's when time becomes slower that gives us a chance to enter Ultra Reality! Inside the Ultra Reality, we can travel wherever we want to go. Right now, we're standing at the endless limits of the second reality. But you are part of the third reality. Do you understand? I do understand. It sounds insane. But sir, should I just wait until you're done fixing the machine? Wait, of course not. You can help by getting water and fire berries, all right? I'll wait here. Maybe I don't do that. If you wait, I'll wait, and the endless waiting will consume us both. Oh, no, I really want to go home, sir, so I guess I'll help. Great. Here's my amazing handmade bucket for the water. I made it myself. That's interesting. And the fire berries. You'll realize which berries to pick up because of the fire. All right, sir, but can I just ask, why do you need the fire berries in the water? Well, the berries are incredibly good fuel. They last many, many hours. And the water is to get rid of the dirt. The Kamalas. Oh, the Kamalas. I see. I hope they don't come near the flying machine. We never know. But we do know they don't like water, yes? Oh, darling, I almost forgot your medicine. You're going to need it. Some things are still invisible to your eyes. Cool, I got my drugs back. Invisible to my eyes? I see. Well, thank you. I was trying to catch the pills earlier, but the trap caught me first. Oh, yes, about that. I am sorry, but I needed to get your attention somehow. It's okay, sir. I defeated the trap like in 1 second. Anyway, I'll go get the fire berries and water. BRB. Great. I'll be preparing the machine. It has a fun little bird attachment. It makes a fun little bird attachment noise. There are quite a lot of berries, huh? How's this looking in the drug realm? Yeah, hate that. Hate that a lot. Sure, yeah. You guys friends? I don't like that response. You're the Kamalas, aren't you? Can you talk? Am I nutritious? I bet I am. Tasty fresh flesh. Gross, gross, gross. So much hair and so shiny. I feel like I'm in a magical world of hair. That's like also in Lidsville, because it is a world of living hats inside a magician's hat at a Six Flags theme park. There is a hair forest and a shampoo river. Hate that. Are you a friend? Get out, get out. You're trespassing on me territory. Huh? Excuse me, I thought you were dead. How could you possibly think that?
You've no manners, young lady.
I'm very sorry, but you seem to be all rotten and bloody.
Me, rotten and bloody? I think you're misunderstanding the situation.
Why do you say that, Mr. Moose?
Mr. Moose? I'm not a moose. I'm a deadly worm.
Deadly worm?
No, not a deadly worm. A deadly worm. Don't go around killing creatures. Just return to the soil what creatures took from it and don't need anymore.
I only see a talking moose. What are you? Oh, God.
Down here, creature. Can't you see me?
Hi, I'm a Fran. I'm known as a Fran.
Now, Fran, can I ask, why'd you touch the moose in the first place? Normally only scavengers touch dead animals. Are you one of them?
No, of course not. I was trying to see if I could climb on it to reach the fire berries.
I see. Think it's possible. The moose is still very sturdy and solid. The fire berries are on fire. You might hurt yourself.
I see the fire, but I have to get them somehow.
Good luck with that. Climb on now. I'll keep working.
Alright, well, cool. If I just sort of, cut the tree branch, does that do it? I could cut the berries off the tree, but they're on fire. No, like, that's explicitly why that's a solution, though, because you see they're on the tree and I don't want to touch them. So then I would cut the branch. You see, do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like maybe you're not understanding what I'm saying. Now, here's a troubling question. Oh, now I'm just on a tree branch. That's fair enough. Okay, now... I'm a little... Like, this isn't a big deal, but I'm a little miffed by the moon logic here of, like, yeah, the berries themselves are on fire in the hallucination realm, but, like, you understand that you could, like, cut the branch off and, like, have the berries, yeah? You don't have to, like, firmly grasp the berry with your hand and thus burn your... There's, like, a sensible way you could do that. Oh, whatever, I've accomplished that task. And now I must climb down a dead moose. Also, what a lovely night to have a curse. Do you like this sign? I also don't want to go there. Hi. Hello, are you the shiny insects that get stuck on trees because you're curious? We usually get stuck, yes. How do you know this? You're not one of us. I've met some of your kind before and helped them to get free of their curiosity. It's very nice of you. Curiosity can lead us to unexpected situations. I think curiosity is a good thing, but are you stuck? Not at all. We're trying to make our hair the longest hair ever. That sounds like an Axe Cop thing. That sounds amazing. Good luck, I have to go. Yeah. I don't have a comb or anything. Doesn't seem like there's like water to get. Am I the one being stupid? I need to help them grow out their hair, huh? That's what I'm doing? Trying to grow our hair and make it beautiful. Hey, what makes long hair beautiful? Is it eating crayons? Is that it? Doesn't feel like I have anything that helps this. Unless literal crazy pills would do it. Let's take a look at our puzzle box. So So this is not a contemporary... It has ears on it. I don't love that. Does it require multiple senses? It has an eye and it has ears on it? I can't lick it, though. I had the thought you could cut their hair and make a rope. Now, I had that thought too, but Fran Bow doesn't seem like the sort of character who would do that type of adventure game crime. So much hair and so shiny. I mean, truly on some level, I kind of just don't want to do it. But, like, I think I should at least try. I guess I should do it on this screen? Probably have to climb up the tree. Hello? Use? Thing's not working. Makes me angry. I'm sorry, I can just say to this guy, visit me when I die? Deedleworm, sir, will you visit me when I die? I always come to visit those whom time is left behind. Don't worry. That sounds good. We'll see each other when I get old. I'm about to turn 11, but that's not too old, so not yet. We'll see you when the circumstances are right. Try to climb the, Can I climb the moose again? Totally normal question. So is there, like... Won't even let me see a hitbox for the hair from over here, which is kind of interesting. Is there like... Can I move an entire moose skeleton? Maybe I could climb down the moose skeleton. It really feels like hair is the solution to this somehow. I wonder how long it took for this tree to grow. There's the bridge. I knew we were on the other side. It's very odd. When we fell into Thirsta, there wasn't any water. I had a weird realization a moment ago. Oh no, that just lets me view the cliff. If there was an obvious way to, like, help it grow hair, it feels like the thing to do. But short of... I mean, let's just go talk to... What's-his-face? I mean, if I had water, I could, like, splash it on these guys and access a new area, probably? Did you find the fire berries in the water already? We need them to journey back home. Yeah, not a lot of, like, hints in this game, huh? I tried just interacting with the water. I believe I did the last time. I think all she said was she commented on the reflection of the moonlight, saying it was romantic, and also that when we fell into a thirsta, there wasn't water. Depending on where you click. Like, I think I need something... Oh, with the bucket. I can't say I did that. Like, I don't think that should work. But what if we... I need help, please. Would you let me tie this bucket to your beautiful hair? Tie a bucket to our hair? That sounds insane. It's not insane. I need water from under the cliff, but I can't reach it. I need to use your long, beautiful hair as a rope. Alright, we'll help you. Tie the bucket really tight. Well, thank you. Please fill the whole bucket up. I feel like that would have been a more obvious solution if I could simply have had normal dialogue with this character. It felt really weird that they were giving me like an aggressive answer and telling me to leave them alone. It felt like I was supposed to do something else. The bucket is full of water. Home is a place we all wish to belong. But does home belong somewhere? I don't get it. It was a rhetorical question. I just wanted to say that you are your own home. Welcome yourself inside. You'll find many doors to open. That sounds mysterious and beautiful. I'll try to do that some other time. Right now, I kind of need a bucket full of water. Okay. So... now... just out of, an abundance of curiosity... Okay, even though they're allergic to water and potentially barring the way from going somewhere, that's not a thing the game wants me to do. Alright, I did it. It worked. Did you find the fire berries in water? Oh, I should give them to him. Sir Itward, here's the bucket full of water. I got help from shiny insects. Do you mean the Luciferns? They're nice, yes, but only when you see them in this reality. They're very dangerous if you ever see them in the 5th reality. They can burn you. Wow, burn me? Well, I haven't gone to the 5th reality yet. I don't recommend it. What's reasonable there may be the worst thing you'll ever experience. So, like, Pittsburgh? I forgot to thank you for the water. Thank you, Fran. It's a little tiresome that there's different ways of interacting with the ends of some of these puzzles, but again, not like a big deal. Here's the fire berries. Magnificent. These will do just fine. Thank you very much. Fran, it's 2:34. The journey is about to begin. Let's get inside the machine. I'm just gonna save again. Just gonna save again. I feel like we should have needed more water than that with all that steam. It's 2:36. There's a high probability of reaching the target in good condition. No part of that sentence is exciting to me. Soon we'll be on our way to the 3rd reality. Are you excited, Fran? Understand more. Understand more! When I'm confused, I just shout angrily, understand more at people. This might be why my job is so difficult. Maybe I'd be more excited if I understood more about realities. You'll soon understand. The answers aren't easy to recognize. That sounds strange to me. Time proceeds as it has to in order for you to be alive. I'm gonna ride a tiny bicycle now. If it all happened now, you'd probably explode. Are you telling me that the answers I'm looking for will come to me when they want? Not exactly. You know what? I'd rather say, through time you must explore and experience understanding. That means the answers will come to you when you find them. Not when others tell you how or where to find them. I see. I'm excited now. You've awoken my curiosity. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Be curious and you'll always be amazed. But now, Fran, we have to get things done. Talking won't get you home. What things, sir? The machine needs some maintenance, and I think you would do incredible work. Here are the fire berries in the water you gathered before. Okay, sure. Turn this tournament into a total farce. You'll need them to get the fuel mixed and the water pump working again. You'll find all the information you need when you enter the room to the left. Aren't we kind of at the left? You know what? Don't worry about it. Feel free to enter any room you wish. I'll be quite busy fixing the automatic driver. His name is Adam. But if you do have something to ask, I'll be here. I've never done anything like this before. That makes it more exciting. Have fun, my darling. Okay, I guess I'll go now. I feel like that's probably a good place to stop. Yeah, why not? Why not this one? This feels really Broken Age. This scenario, this feels very Broken Age to me. Beep. Boop. Almost timed that well. Water is probably for a little kettle so he could make tea. Apparently it's for fuel, but I mean, I guess that's kind of what I figured, and yet also it still seems like not enough, which is my original point. Put your heels together and say there's no place like home. We already used magic shoes. We need another way to get home, I think. Well, yeah, that was highly unexpected. Like, I don't even know how to put this. Like, the scenario that we just faced in that precise span of time feels like, this is gonna sound weird. It feels like a really forgettable but interesting 90s point and click adventure game. Like that weird, like, broad, fanciful, magical world that's just like inscrutable, and you just like do a series of tasks because a wizard tells you to. Like, that's so like 90s adventure game. But like something about the whimsical angle where like it has to be suitable for a 10-year-old girl to understand, like, makes it this like weird ethereal experience that like makes it distinct from simply making a point and click adventure game in a fantasy setting now. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, it was very interesting and very unique. Like, I would certainly say that it does a better job of being a bizarre adventure game than like the Blackwell series as a whole, which isn't an entirely fair comparison because some of those games are quite old, and I honestly don't know how many people worked on Fran Bow. I'd wager it's probably at least a few more than most or all of the Blackwell series. But the point being, like, you know, those games I sort of struggled to comprehend at times because they circumvented like genre conventions for the exact thing they were trying to do and not for like a clear purpose. But like Fran Bow just like wants to be a fairly, what Fran Bow wants to be, I think, is like one of those 90s adventure games that was geared towards children, like Putt Putt or Pajama Sam or whatever, that I like don't know super well but like know of because like they were really popular. Like, I was kind of just like playing like adventure games that were like meant for older people at a young age, so I didn't really play those very much. But like, it feels like it wants to be that for traumatized children or something. It's really odd. It's odd, but like not in a bad way. Anyway, I think I've left us in a good position so that for tomorrow's stream, which will start at uh I think I plan to start it. I think I should start at 5 tomorrow, which would be 4 hours earlier than we normally start. Just because it is a Sunday and a work day, and like I'll have to be productive the next day, and I'm already very tired. So like, if we start early, like it gives us enough time to finish it, and then maybe I could still go to bed at a reasonable hour. One of the things that typically prevents me from trying to stream on a work night, because I just know that's not going to happen. I'll make sure to like ping the Discord when the weird time Sunday stream happens. But before we can worry about Sunday, we have to complete Saturday. And since we're almost done, that means our final order of business, which is I implore you to seek a secret Squirtle. Somewhere or where's among the various backdrop stuffed animals behind me, you can find some number of secret Squirtles. Squirtles hidden amongst their friends. And of course, doing so is an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. So I encourage you to look around. Look around you and consider where a Squirtle may be hiding, so that you too may enjoy the luck brought about by the secrets of the Squirtles. Clocks changed in the UK, so it'll be confusing. Oh, I don't even want to think about a time change, even though it's in my favor. That sounds bad. All right, I got a couple guesses. I'm assuming the Cotillion probably doesn't have one, and some of the others who were chatting earlier, I haven't been chatting in a minute, so I don't know if there are any additional thoughts there. So, popular guess, Benjamin, perfect, handsome fox, not hiding a Squirtle today, but in fact, a little bitty Eevee. This one is so old, I legitimately don't remember where I got it from. I kept it in my mysterious box of ex-girlfriend things. I don't think she gave it to me, but it was like loose things that I didn't want to lose, and so it ended up in there. Little guy. It's a good Eevee. Yeah. Let's see. Minnie Mouse Witch. Another popular guess. And a good one at that. You found yourself a Squirtle. But I also see that someone had guessed perhaps behind, ooh, our big ghost. What a lovely ghost she is. Do I see a little... No, you know what? I think I see a big Squirtle. A very big Squirtle. Oob. Excellent work finding those Squirtles. I'm very proud of you all. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. As I said, we plan to finish this game tomorrow. Look out for a stream alert 4 hours earlier than we normally do. If that somehow changes or something, I will let you know on the Discord, which I probably should. And yeah. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Have a great night, and remember that you are Klossa.